that you fuck with and hope to get some love out of these black people.
Oh, hell.
That's why white people racist.
First of all,
Because a nigga like DG.
he's trying to protect himself.
He knew I wasn't coming, but don't stay it.
He's like, trying to stay healthy over here.
It's like that nigga was like, yeah, don't come over here. I said, damn. I said, damn. He like that. That nigga was like, yeah, bro. Yeah, I ain't no, nigga.
Let's see it like on the backside.
Okay.
Hey, but everybody did that shit.
Yeah.
Niggas switched up, but I understand that it's scary.
I ain't switch up on you, bro.
Nah, you ain't switch up. Nah, but I was saying other people switched up like.
But shit, but that shit sounded like you was like an HIV study.
That's how I check. But you know what? No, I sit there like you stupid.
I know two niggas, like, well, my dad got it, and he was down for like a month, low key. And then my homie got it and gave it to his mom. And then my other homie just got it and gave it to his mom, too.
You gotta put your phone on Do Not Disturb this one, because you don't want it to ring.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool, because I ain't.
I don't know how to do it. But.
Yeah, because you strictly iPhone. No, but for men, and I'm not saying women. I'm just saying, for most men, it's really hard to detect.
You can put the phone right here.
My sister-in-law, she lost her taste and shit. But all the men I was talking to, I was finding the same problem.
About we good.
We good, which I was saying the same thing. I went to the hospital. I have acid reflexes real bad.
Right.
30's approaching, so bullshit was happening.
Don't do 30 like that.
You gotta keep the Wi-Fi on.
He said, hopefully you go away.
Also, I can't.
I'm just saying, it sound like 30 was like knock on wood decade. I'm like, I'm in this bitch. Don't do me like that.
Hey, you
knock on wood.
Nigga. I already can tell, bro. Nigga, I ain't tell you to do that. That was your look. I ain't tell you to put that down. I told you to put do not
Niggas trying to fight me.
No, but when I got the minute my god sister said, "Hey, go get tested," my mom just tested positive. I said, "Dang." Went there. I had a fever one day. Broke the fever. Ball play. We can break shit. Broke the fever. I'm talking about everything. But what I was figuring out is you can't sleep with the shit. Which is when you have a flu, what you do, you sleep it off.
Right, but you can't really breathe. Like you gotta kind of sit, kind of half up, half.
Gotta sit up.
Man, this is another motherfucking animal. What makes it another animal is the more you sleep, the worse it gets.
Yeah.
And then it takes the taste out your mouth, so you really don't have the urge to eat nothing.
Yo.
So you're not eating, and all you're doing is sleeping. That's why people are going to the hospital, fucking themselves up. I had to get up. I was sitting in the car, turn the heat all the way up. And just sit in the car until my phone beat. That is overheated. I stand up, I get out, I jump rope. That's all it is. Jump roping, get some push up. I was doing shit.
You do look good.
You sound like my homie. That's like he was talking about some kind of tea, like warm ass tea. He was working out.
Tea.
Yeah, he was that shit exactly. He's doing that, working out, and like that was it. But he got through it like 7 or 8 days.
Tell him to get that word out. Tell him to get the word out. That's why they just went up on women. Look, like they said women again, and it's like that 40 to 50 when it's the quarantine. So women are successful. So quarantine women probably have it their way to not go nowhere.
Yeah.
You probably get sick and be like, man, I'm just gonna sleep. Shit.
Yeah, people have it in their mind that when you get sick, you need to rest.
Sleep.
This ain't that new. This ain't that shit.
This ain't it, bro. The more I slept, I felt like somebody was throwing bricks on me, bro. And I was sleeping. I just watched fucking ATL. I watched all of that show. I just kept watching shit, staying up. Then I started getting fucking energy drink. I just started staying up. As long as I stay up, I will feel better.
And that's crazy. It's like you're breaking up the mucus that's gathering in your chest, but.
Oh, and it's actually in your lungs because they said the fluid builds up.
He got pneumonia. That actually developed.
Double pneumonia.
Yeah, double pneumonia.
That's how it's hitting black people. But you know, my brother, you know Putin, the fireman.
Yeah, handsome guy.
He's in whatever where you deal with health and shit. And he was just telling me, bro, that shit is not like he's saying it's fucking people up, but all the deaths, he's saying doctors are getting paid to say it's COVID.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, that shit freaked me out because this ain't you telling me a rumor. It was like, nah, I deal with people. You know, like I'm part of the fire department. I have to deal with people You know what I mean? Bronchitis is like, and he said people.
They're putting COVID on their death certificate.
Mm-hmm.
That's been on the news recently. Yeah, people are like, well, what the hell do we do about that? Because, you know, the numbers right now, people are like, they're not believing them. But you don't know if they're inflated, underinflated. You don't know which way, because some states are reporting deaths like pneumonia as COVID. And then there's other places that's like, it's other places who are like Atlanta. Niggas in the club all weekend. You know the fucking cases are gonna jump, bro. So you know in places like this, it's underreported.
That's sad, but that's
Underreported.
so true.
And it's overreported other places. I'm like, damn.
For sure.
Nah, it's horrible.
The DJs really got me weak, bro.
The DJs.
If you ain't got COVID, make some noise.
That ain't being said, is it?
Yes, nigga. The first,
I haven't worked.
The weekend where Keisha shut this shit down, and they were in the club Friday before the shit all shut down. Oh my!
I'm gonna say that tonight. Tonight, my first night back. If you ain't got COVID, you better turn up. If you ain't got no symptoms,
I'm saying,
put your hands in the air. If you got no symptoms.
I'm dead. Y'all stupid.
That shit had me so weak.
Cause tax time is my favorite time.
On the
though.
radio.
You can get women like. They be so in tune. You feel me? If you got 3 kids and you claimed all of them, turn up and be like, like what? 75%? Who's 75%? Nigga be like, oh shit, what you know about that? Yo, hey,
I'm so weak. Yeah.
like, did you come on? Hey,
Come on.
do you need this one or do I need it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Everything.
You don't need it. Cool. He's.
But do you want to put it right here?
Nah, you good. I'm asking you. Fucking DJ be trying to tell me shit without saying
And
nothing.
you
I need to come up.
Yeah,
I'm
I mean, you in it, but then you can
He
slide
said
up
you
a little
in
bit.
it,
Yeah,
but
you
you
in
ain't
it.
in
You
it.
just like
That's
it, when
what
you get real comfortable, you slide back.
Ain't like your name Tracy.
Tracy, I'm weak as hell. It
Like
could
that,
be.
Tracy.
That's so weird.
Tracy Bass.
It could be.
Ew.
Tracy.
Bass.
Hey,
Tracy
don't
Bass
be
on.
Tracy.
Tracy
Hey,
back.
who your manager is? Tracy. Tracy. All right, man. So we in here, man. We been going. I'm super excited. Sorry, I'm super anxious. You say you also anxious, man. It's first official show. This guy don't. We lit. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here.
B
Happy that
Bass.
you're here, healthy.
V Bass is in the building.
Yes.
Great. PrestonATL here. Healthy. Happy to be here.
PrestonATL. I freaking love the name.
Yes, sir.
I thought about Scotty ATL.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking about when I thought of the name. But I thought it's still authentic. PrestonATL, Scotty ATL. We from the same place and we doing some of the same things. So
I was just gonna say that I didn't take it as it wasn't as authentic. Why it was dope to me is because Scotty actually do dope music, and he do this song where he kind of got a backpack rap style, but he be having them harmonies like behind him. And I noticed you have that same thing, which is fire.
yeah,
Cause I forgot one song. I don't know. Was that you? Like, do you sing too?
I do.
So that's you that be singing behind you. Like,
Yes.
Behind
All
the
all the vocals. It's either me or my brother right
like
now.
your sound right now. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna, like, sometimes I be flexing on artists because it's my job.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta make, you know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta encourage people, even if I know your music sucks. Because music can't never suck.
Right. Well,
Honestly, music can never suck because
True.
somebody's gonna like it.
Art subjective.
yeah, that's true.
I hate Soulja Boy. My cousin loves Soulja Boy to this day. He love it, but you know what I mean? I hate Little B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know people that hate, so music can't suck to me. As a person that do music, it can't suck. You feel what I'm saying? It cannot be for me.
Right.
So,
Yeah, there's a lot of people ain't for me.
so you know what I mean? So shout out to B Bass, D Bass. I be switching out.
I know. I'm like, what you gonna call me? I'm just waiting to hear what you gonna call
I
me.
call you C Bass, but I can't
Seabass.
call you that to you because you're going to give me that look that you looking at me now.
I'm like, where does he come from?
No, like C Bass. Like C Bass.
Oh, because the
Seabass.
fit. Oh,
There we go. But that's
I
just
do
what-
have a name.
Sorry.
It's a lot of people call me a lot of different things.
I'm sorry. What is you going to stamp, though? Because you have went by D Bass. You have went by B Bass.
Yes. I'm just Danielle today.
You just
Danny.
Danielle today?
Yes.
That's that Gemini shit.
Government.
It is. It
That's
is.
that Gemini shit, man. You just had a birthday.
I did. 26.
Yeah, nigga, you ain't know I was that fire, did you?
26.
You ain't know I was that fire, nigga.
I'm like, hey, he do his
Your
homework.
social security start with a 2, don't it?
stop playing.
That's a little too personal.
He know though. That
What you mean? Everybody
Everybody's
gets it
Social
too.
Security started with it too.
Well, no, not everybody.
Not everybody, but mostly.
Yeah, mostly.
I found out at a cookout. I had made that joke at a cookout, and niggas like freaked out. And I was like, bro, have everybody in here Social Security start with it too.
if y'all can see my face, I'm looking at this man like the ops right now. I was today years old when I found out.
He said, I'm today years old.
Hey man, so what you do for your birthday, bro?
Nothing too much. You know, we was in this quarantine shutdown, so it was a very reflective day. And I just been working. I think I got up with some homies and just like, of course, CDC guidelines. It was only like 4 of us, so I mean, we was just kicking it.
Are you kicking it?
Yeah, just kicking it.
Now it's 3. Y'all 3. Like it's 3 of y'all.
Siblings, yeah.
Yeah. Y'all in this house. This is so old school. This is like a movie. Y'all in this house. Everybody got the same goal. Everybody's behind, you know what I mean? Everybody's behind ATL. You got the manager, and I want to say, bro, it's like a hype man.
Yeah.
Hype man slash kind of producer.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Love him, by the way. I really wanted him to come because
I know.
he have an energy that's for this.
Yeah.
Like, he remind me of, like, early 2000s. This is just jockey like how he talk.
Yeah.
And he got a million thoughts. So I really want him to come, but we're going to figure that out.
Yeah.
Because I really want to get him in this. I think he got it. Like, I think he would like this.
Yeah. I
And
think
when
so.
he can talk,
Most
he can
definitely.
throw some ideas out. But so how did that? Because you were doing music for a while. How did you guys just sit down and say, you know what, we gonna work it like?
So it's kind of it's not too long of a story, but I dropped out of Alabama A&M freshman year.
Shout out to the way you tell stories.
Yeah.
I fuck with that.
I'm dead
My
as hell.
bad. Go ahead.
I dropped out of Alabama A&M freshman year, came back to Georgia, and was like hella depressed on some like I didn't really know how to tell my parents like I want to pursue rap as a career. Like I feel like they weren't gonna rock with me. That's where Danielle came in.
No. You told me you told me part of the story from your side.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You hit it from this side. It's like doper because
Yeah, that's where
I
Danielle
forgot I told
comes
you that
in.
because I was like, wait.
they not be listening.
Yeah,
Stop
you
playing.
do.
We kind of brainstormed, and she like helped me do the research of finding out how I wanted to pursue music. And she found a school, SAE of Atlanta, which I graduated from.
Okay.
My brother followed in my footsteps and went to SAE as well, and he actually graduated before me. Finished up the program before I ended up finishing. So that's kind of how it all came together.
Okay.
She always knew I wanted to do music, and she helped me kind of figure it out, present that idea to my parents, and then just jump off into it and start grinding.
Now that had to be hard because once again I'm going off of a lot of different backstories, a lot that I do know. Your pops went to Alabama.
Yeah.
He went to Alabama.
Yeah.
Went to
The one you went
school.
to.
Went to the same school. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Bears in the building.
Right.
Like we big dudes, so you know what I mean. They call us Bears or Studs, which is fucked up. We're gonna get into that right now. We're gonna jump into that now. But for right now, I just want to just focus on it a little bit more. So at this point, you talking to her,
Yes.
and at what point she said, "Okay, cool, I'm gonna be the manager."
So years later, that was about 5
Yeah,
years
5 years
later.
ago.
This is ready for production. I love it.
That's crazy. 5 years
Yes.
go by. I'm working on music, giving her ideas, and it's not
Wait,
getting
no,
the
we
reaction.
gotta back up because we lived at this apartment in top of 25 in Sandy Springs. And just to be honest, he was playing some stuff, but the stuff that he was listening to, I was like, bro, this is not you. Like, this ain't you talking about something that you ain't living.
To clear it up, the ideas to clear it up, the ideas always hit.
Yes.
But the lyrics and things, it wasn't necessarily authentic. I'm a sponge, so I soak up the rap game, and I can hear and adopt and take pieces from what people are talking about and what they're doing, and try to like craft my sound. But in the beginning, it just wasn't authentic.
Yeah.
That's audio acting though. Me and T-Dot, we labeled it audio acting. Because sometimes, I mean, he a church boy. He from New York. I'm from East Point, but you know, I was a good kid.
Yeah.
So, but sometimes I be want to shoot a nigga in a rhyme. You feel what I'm saying? So I was doing a song and I was talking to him, and I was like, bro, they gonna be like, this nigga fake. And we was like, you know what? Audio acting. So that's what we got. Like you acting, you know what I mean? So I'm sorry. So like I'm saying, that can happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's really exactly what it was. I would like bring tracks to my homies where I'm talking about maybe shooting a nigga in a line or two, but they're like, bro, I never seen you hold a gun in your life, my
Right.
nigga. Like we gotta. So it just had to come together, and it's funny as I started As I started the walking what I'm living, like that's when the lyrics started to come together. But it took
strong.
about 5 years, bro.
Yeah.
Of
I love
development.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Some lyrics stuck out to me, and it's dope because your music speaks to men with principles. I like that you say one that I like, and it's just small, but I just like how you said it. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I think it was something like, I want a ball for the woman that raised me.
I'm trying to spoil the woman.
I love that line.
That's a big one, bro.
I love that line, man. Talk to me about the relationship with your mother.
Yes.
Wrong.
Hey,
She's high energy.
I love her.
Yes.
She's super fun.
She is.
I paused on this question because I'm
pause.
a mama's boy. I can't lie. I'm a mom. Yeah, yes. Like
Why did you get shocked? Sorry.
Well, cause it's like I've dated a mama's boy before,
bad,
and he doesn't
Hold on.
resemble any of the characteristics of a mama's boy.
Hold on. Stop. Hold the press flag on the play.
Yeah.
Penalties. So you dated a mama's boy, and you said that.
And my brother does not exhibit any of the characteristics of a
How
mama's
do you
boy.
think a mama's boy has just one characteristic?
Because that's the only thing I was ever exposed to.
Okay. there
Like,
you go.
we talk
Just
about
saying.
baby boy, you know, like a mama's
think
boy
like
type
a man.
thing.
The dude from Think Like a Man.
Yeah,
He
like
did it
you
bad for
hardly
all of
ever
us.
hear guys who are on their grind and they like, yo, I'm a mama's boy, but you don't, you're not dependent on your mama.
And it's
So,
just,
that's dope.
You know me a lot.
Yeah.
I'm a mama's boy.
And see, I wouldn't think that about you. I know you have a great relationship with your mom, but I wouldn't think of you as a mama's boy.
Interesting. What do you think of mama's boys? Like.
I had a bad
What do you
experience.
picture? Like
Calling your mama every day, all day, you can't make a move without your mama. Your mama treats you like you her nigga, like you her man.
Don't that
Like you
sound
live
like
far
Think Like a
away
Man?
and you coming over, yes. But I've seen that in real life.
But you have seen that.
Yes, like we can't go out because you got, oh wait, I don't know if my mama need me tonight. Like let me check with her before we make a date. I'm like, what am I doing with my life?
That's some other shit. I can't even say that. You got other problems.
Exactly. So much as it was short lived.
But I was telling mama's boy, like, if my mom don't rock with her,
Yeah.
I can't rock. Even if even if we get along.
Yeah.
If they don't get along, it's a no-go for me.
Right.
Or you feel me? I don't talk to my mom as much because, you know what I mean, my wife have taken that place. She's the medium now, but I can't go a long time without talking to my mom.
Right.
I'm now her parent. Like, I gotta get on her about what she eating. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I have to
Yeah.
be
But see,
there.
that's healthy.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
But if I get $100, I have to figure out, okay, what I'm finna do for my mom.
Okay. Well, shout out to all the mama's boys that have healthy relationships. We need more of y'all out here.
I'm trying to support a woman that raised me.
Exactly.
That's
Yes.
nice. I fuck with that.
But the unhealthy relationships, y'all, please evaluate yourself.
And that's real. To be more specific too, like I got in trouble around 19 and my parents had to like put up a lot of bread for me to be straight.
Okay.
So like it's kind of like a chip on my shoulder type deal to where they've already given me that blessing, like, bro,
Not safe.
they've already given me that blessing, like, bro, you good. But for me personally, as a man, it's still a chip on my shoulder. Like I'm not good with the debt by any means. And it's still in my head, I'm trying to get back to like, I don't know. It's like pacing myself, really. It's interesting.
I feel what you're saying. You have to make sure that you know what I mean, that is not only paid but it's full, not like that.
Yeah.
That like they see, hey, my son went and did something more than what I expected.
Biblically tenfold. Like, yeah, I'm trying to get
Yeah.
back. I'm trying to get back tenfold. What they gave me.
Yeah, that's dope. D Bass, B Bass, Danielle. Are you a daddy's girl?
I gotta pause.
I have my
Pregnant
opinion.
pause.
I have my opinion,
Yes.
but I want you to take it.
I would say that yes, for a long
I
time.
was finna say.
For a long time that I was. Yes.
I was finna say.
And given that my dad has like a huge influence in my life, even now that we don't speak all the time, I would say that yes, like any woman, whether you have a relationship with them or not, your father impacts your life.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, for sure. They've been raising. Listen, man, fathers, be there, man.
Yes.
Be present.
Because I'm
Yes.
telling you, y'all ain't doing nothing but making a whole bunch of thoughts. That's gonna
Raise
that's
your
what I was about to
kids.
say. You
that's
the
gonna be
difference
spread
between
ego
your
on
time.
DG's table. Hey, Hey, I ain't blasting him, but he put it all on his page. DG Lease. Shout out to Cool TV. First of all, I'm excited to be here. I'm gonna keep on saying that shit.
Cool TV. Yes.
DG
Doing his thing.
DG, he's doing his thing. Interview a porn star at least once a week.
I thought he was like one time. He said once a week.
No.
Once a week.
See? And they don't just be talking about, like I get on his page and like she like spread ego like on the table and he was looking like what the I was like, okay. But anywho, fathers, get there. I'm not saying all porn stars or all strippers didn't have fathers. But
No. There's a woman behind the pole.
What?
I was thinking about that show Behind the Pole when I said it, and I'm like, they have lives
I hate that
behind
show.
the
I
I've
know,
never
like,
seen
two
it.
girls
But,
on the show. Yeah, I seen it one time.
Okay.
I know her, and it's fake.
okay. Oh, I like what they said it was trying to do.
What was it trying to do?
Well,
Female empowerment.
Yeah, just want to create opportunities for them.
And they said a lot of the women who are in there, we are generalizing the stripper community when a lot of those women have stories to tell, just like athletes.
And to me,
And they try to give them
the little clip that I heard about it was that a lot of women strip and they don't think about where they're going to be after. Like, they don't have no game plan. And so the show was trying to, like, bring that to light.
That's the drug game. That's the drug game.
Yeah.
Get while you're young, but it's smart to have an exit strategy.
Yes.
Do niggas have an exit strategy?
No.
Usually it's prison. But I'm just saying, like,
That's not their exit strategy, but
It's not. So it's stripping. One day you're not being sexy enough to get everybody to throw dollars on you. It's not an exit strategy.
Right.
But I know a ton of strippers. I don't want no beef. I will say this. I know strippers that their niggas wasn't there, and they're doing damn good.
yeah.
I have a question for you.
Yes,
As
sir.
far as mentality, do you think,
Hit me
or
where it hurts.
do you know, the strippers that is their mentality like once I hit a certain dollar amount, I'm out, or they said I'm rocking with it until the wheels fall off?
They fucked up. I'm gonna tell you, she can contest. I don't know if you ever served before.
Military?
No. Sorry, that was dumb. Dumb.
He ain't.
No, that was a real nigga.
Sir,
I
like,
respect him. Have you ever been a server? That's
Oh,
my
I
bad.
have.
Yeah. Okay.
Talking about.
He wasn't a good
Cool.
one, no.
No, I respect because when I thought about it, I was like, duh.
That's where I was not a good
I
server.
think
I think actually we probably had the same skill level. We did good until it got super busy.
No, you're probably much better than with me. I was high every shift.
Okay,
If
yeah,
I
I
forgot
can
your
do that.
order, it is completely my fault.
You think she was better?
Yes. Oh my God. She had to be,
I was
dude.
alright.
She had to be.
She's likable.
Yeah, I was all right.
That was me though. I'm likable.
She would mess up and people would just be like, it's
But he had to teach me how to be.
I dropped all of them.
No, I
Okay.
never
I
did
can
that.
eat it off the floor.
No, my thing was like, y'all never guess what happened. The kitchen forgot to make y'all food.
I'm telling you, she's a legend.
I never dropped a tray of food. I dropped drinks. All the drinks that I brought
Yeah, I
out
did
one
do
time.
that
I dropped
before,
hella
too.
drinks, but never the food.
I mean,
She
got the
is.
game, and like people can say just because of her looks, no, she would have females, and the same thing would happen. She would be like, I went to the computer and I just looked out. They'd be like, sweetie, it's okay.
Yes, you straight.
We don't need anything to drink anyway.
But what I was not telling y'all is that he had to coach and train me how to do that.
The coach and trained me still drink.
Right? No, how to clean it up. How to clean it up.
Hey, you got a lot of cheats still around here.
Cheat
No,
codes.
but
Cheat codes.
No.
what I would say is this right here. Serving and bartending, it's a whole. Like you get sucked in
Oh,
so quick.
That's
And
true.
it's because you go to work a normal job and you may get 6 a week.
Mm-hmm.
You can go one day and make 3. You hooked.
Right.
Because once you add that shit up, like, I just made 3
Cash
today.
in.
Right.
Yeah.
It's that cash
Not
in
knowing that
hand,
was just
bro.
the day. You don't know what happened outside of your spot. You don't know if it was just a fucking a concert.
Yeah,
or
conference,
anything.
yeah.
You don't know.
Right.
You just know you made 3 today.
Right.
And then you came back. You made 150. You like, oh, I was slipping and then come back try to hit 3.
Right.
You sucked. That's how strippers do it. One strippers like, cause to be honest, some of the niggas don't know. I have seen firsthand. Half of the strippers, at least the ones that's probably like in their 30s now, half of them got introduced by aunties, which is horrible. Aunties were pimping them out.
That's
Aunties.
true, that's true.
auntie, because they used to be stripping in the house. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
how that got introduced is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's sad.
Which is sad. But yeah, I know them, they don't think the way that Player Club made Diamond think.
Yeah.
They stripping, shit, they get their teeth done, and after that they start treating themselves like a car.
Yeah.
They put different things in themselves that's gonna make more money. It's
Right.
weird. You put money in yourself. It really be intelligent, but it be for a dumb reason.
Get that V12 engine.
And V12 engine is the
Double
chest.
D
You
titties.
feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
The tires is the backside.
Yeah.
They get their teeth done
Okay.
so they can make more money.
I was literally about to ask because I am born and raised in Atlanta, but by no means a vet to like strip club. How do strippers advance in the game? Like, so I went to Diamonds in Miami and I got to see a chick that was the girl that I was like, yo, this chick is the equivalent to an athlete. Climbed the 90-foot pole, dropped to the bottom, caught herself before she did that. I'm like, okay, it's an art to. That's when it was more than just like girls getting naked. Like, there's an art to this. It's low key a sport.
yes,
but I'm
yes,
like, how do you advance in this shit for real? Like, what does a stripper do to advance herself besides, like we were just saying?
Let's
you,
ask Cardi. No, I'm just kidding.
You make your car better.
They be
Basically.
exercising. Like, what's one thing about it?
Yeah.
You got two types of strippers. Two types. You have the ones that's training, and you gotta respect them because they understand what's going on.
Yeah.
And then you got the other ones that's naturally built like a stallion. They don't have to do none of that.
Right.
Their body is natural. They just got to skip McDonald's at night.
Yeah.
That's when you be going places and you see them eating them salads. That's why they just got to make sure they straight.
Right.
But you got other ones that's running, that's in the gym.
So do you think it's like strippers like the equivalent to a basketball player like Trae Young getting his bag up with moves? Same thing, a stripper getting her bag up, practicing new and better and different moves, things on that pole. Like, that makes her better?
And see, that's where I disagree.
That's a good
and I
question,
think
though.
that it comes back to business. Is this, I'm about to, go to school.
I
Like,
respect that question.
you do. It is a good question. But I feel like it's about networking. Yes, I got my teeth fixed and I made myself look better like a brand. But what am I doing outside of this club? If the only thing that I'm focused on is I feel like I can only perform and elevate myself when I'm here, I'm like, you only limited to the crowd that you meet while you in there.
Yeah, because if you ain't getting booked for these majors events,
Right.
Super Bowl, what is it, the stripper bowl?
But
Niggas
think
getting their
about it
whole
though.
ring
When
back.
they do those main events, they usually call a lot of them girls. They fly to get in there.
Yeah, they
so
fly
how
in.
the chicks get called up?
This is what we do.
How you get
We
called
ain't
up.
giving them all the credit.
Right.
Strippers have the best hustle, and it's easy.
True.
It's easy. This is their hustle. If they're bad, it's easy for somebody to see you and like you. But there's a million beautiful, bad chicks around the world. This is how they doing it. They doing it like right here. If you popping musically wise, if you got a song, they coming to you.
Promote.
And promote it.
I've seen them on IG. Okay, now
They get
now
to
he's
choose their
connecting the
song.
dots.
Yeah.
Now
They
he's
choose
connecting
their
the dots.
song. They gonna tell you, hey, $20, $15, whatever, and I can twerk for this. Then they gonna tell you, hey, on this night I get to choose my song. Want to come on stage with? Pay me this much, and I'm gonna come out to your record.
Okay, now we talking the business behind stripping. I had
It's
no idea.
genius.
I had no idea.
She stay
The
bad.
rap game
So
is
what you
stripping,
gonna do?
hand in hand.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So what you gonna do? Pay her to be in the video. That's another check.
And yeah, and see, that's one thing. That's one thing when I think about my career in music. That's one thing I'm a little shaky about, man. I don't know if I can be. The strip club is kind of behind, and I'm young, but it's behind me, bro. Like I don't want to be the artist that has to do that to be in there. Like I'm not knocking the strip club culture. Born and raised in Atlanta, like I said, but for me as an artist, I just don't think personally like that's gonna be for me. But I still believe it. I think I can have that success. A lot of these records I realize are broken in the strip club, but I think I can.
It's
I can
gonna
get around
change. It's gonna change, and I think that honestly, you'll be doing yourself a disservice if you went to the strip club because women will just suck you dry. It's not for you. It's not for your scene. To be honest, your music is for outside. Your music is for. It's like Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple of his songs maybe hit the strip club, but strip club wasn't his wave.
Right.
His wave was rolling up, and all his videos was doing what? Walking outside.
Exactly.
That's what the kids at. Where's everybody? That was his swag. And I think your swag is the exact same way. But some people do skip the line by cashing out with them strippers. I tried it. It didn't work for me.
Yeah.
I tried it. It just didn't work. I don't like the strip club.
I was severely underwhelmed the first time I went to one. That was just a very interesting experience. Not to like knock it. I thought it was gonna be this extravagant, and I went to Follies, and I'm like, bro, yeah, we all know Follies.
Follies. Can't lie.
Could have been
my neck was broken. Follies. I like what the where do y'all get these women from? They look Hispanic and goddamn Korean at the same time, which is difficult. But I just can't. To me, it's all about money.
Yeah, that's real. The dollar.
And that's what I figured out. Like,
dollar bill, yo.
Like, have you ever been to a casino? Have you ever been to a casino?
Oh, yeah, I have been on.
Sorry, you know I'm from the South. I was short and everything. You've been to a casino before, right?
Yes.
And you have?
Yeah.
Have y'all been with money or without?
Both.
Both?
Yes.
Which one was funner?
Definitely with.
Boom. When you went to the strip club, how much money you had?
Little bit. Not enough to flex, but enough to get some dances.
Okay, kid you not, I promise you. If we go with break, if we go with 1,000, just 1,000, and we go to a spot, 1,000 gonna get you about 40 minutes of fun. I guarantee it'll be the fun of your life.
40 minutes.
And it's not even the women, because don't get it wrong. If you want to enjoy women, go in the evening time. When you at night, you there for other niggas.
Yes.
That's what you there for.
Yeah.
That's true.
Nigga, you there, you look at niggas like, nigga, what, nigga? Ah! Like you the man, nigga. Like I'm the man right now.
I saw that and it pissed me off, honestly. Like, I'm like, bro, what is this?
Niggas looking at the women. These are the niggas be like that.
I could throw more.
Right.
They be like, JoJo in the house. Like, nigga, you ain't even looking at the woman.
I'm saying, bro.
You don't. You looking at the DJ.
To me, it gets to be kind of a waste of bread, but then they would tell me, broke nigga, get your bread up. So, yeah.
It's
what it is. Yeah.
I used to hate. Have you ever had a section at like a nice club?
Yes.
Y'all went ham?
Yeah.
Go to the studio right afterwards.
Okay, and get that vibe, yeah.
You record the best song of your life. I was when I was coming up on the Stewie Rock, I was just gopher.
Shout out.
Right.
I keep it real. My guy to this day check up on me, hit me up all the time. When I got started in this, I was a gopher. You know what I mean? Go get his water and go get whatever he was. You know what I mean? I was learning. We went to Blue Flame.
Mm-hmm.
He had like a book bag, and he like, I'm giving you money, but you gotta throw it.
Of course.
You can't keep.
I'm 22 years old.
Yeah.
He said, hey, his man, my brother died. He said, I'm giving you money, but y'all niggas gotta throw it. I'm pocketing my money, bro.
Right.
This is for the community. That's what he told me.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, that's what he told me. We give money. He throwing it up, and I'm sitting there like, okay, I don't do this. But good 30 minutes. His song hit. You know what I'm saying? And what song he had?
Oh, and you were there for the Stewie Rock. They playing. He's in there. Okay.
He was hosting, but they went to the Stewie Rock. So got a smart girl with a dumb booty.
Yeah.
You, that like this. I'm like, oh, this shit's fun.
Yeah.
Like this shit was like I was in another world.
Yeah.
And we went. He went to their studio and he recorded "Turn Up for What."
Oh yeah.
I was right there, and I'm talking about his vibe was so. He went in that studio and he just like, turn up, boy. I was like, oh shit, this shit is like,
yeah,
bro, this shit's fire.
Tangible, palpable energy. Yeah.
That's what them niggas, me go them, that's what they be doing, bro.
Yeah.
Them niggas, that's what they do.
That's an expensive vibe.
Huh?
I said that's an expensive vibe.
And they got the return on the investment, but at the same time, it's like, God ain't telling me to do all that, bro. God ain't telling me to do all that.
I know. I was just explaining the
what it is.
The feel.
Right.
I haven't done that.
Right.
But
I feel like I'm more like you. When I was there with my partners and they gave me bread to throw, I'm thinking about pocketing that shit, and they're like, "No, bro, you got to throw that shit. Like, don't be a lame ass nigga. Go throw that shit."
I can't do the strip club. I just can't do it.
Oh my God.
No, I did at one time, and I will not step foot inside one. So while he's saying like I can't do that, I'm like, your manager ain't stepping in nowhere.
You gotta do it. Well,
No,
it's not gonna be in the strip club. It doesn't.
Funny story for all my first time strip club goers, bro. In the club with my day one homies.
You and that mic is just.
Yeah, you and that mic is funny today.
I'm saying we didn't have a lot of bread, and I think this is the first time going to Follies. My homie gets a $20 bill, enough for a dance.
It's true.
Goes to the girl like, do I throw this at her or do I hand it to her?
Yes. That's real.
It wasn't. We were all fucked up, but now I'm thinking about it, I'm like, bro, hand it to her. Like, what's wrong with you, bro? Throw that one bill at that lady disrespectful as hell.
And then you like put it in her hand.
That's literally him. Do I slide it to her? Do I hand it to her? Do I like just like throw it? Like I was like, bro, just give it to her. Dog.
I don't know.
Or like slide it in her. Slide it in her.
I always felt awkward when I was in there because I was going with like a guy that I was talking to at the time. But for my women, I think y'all can relate. You can relate to this. You go to the strip club, you might have just met this guy or known him for a little bit, and you walk through the door. And you just looking around, everybody like, hey, Tony. Hey, everyone knows Tony. What's up? Oh, Tony, how to see you? I ain't seen you in a little bit. What's up?
I would be weak.
I was like, nigga, are we at the strip club or we at your family reunion?
So how did you take that?
I mean, well, I wasn't invested in that person, so I didn't really care. You know, you just got to like shake it off. Like, don't let your face, know that what your mind is thinking.
See, that's why you always get into something. You always trying to be nice. You're supposed to say, hold on, nigga. How do the community know you, nigga?
No, I just sit back and observe. And then, of course, I started talking to one of the strippers. So, how often is he there? Oh, he in here every week. He usually come on Tuesday. Exactly.
Tony!
The girls will tell you anything. Because why? Because you're the girl with the guy that's going to be throwing the money. So, if you happy, he going happy, she's happy. So, she'll tell you anything you want to know.
That's awful.
It's like,
Screw you, Tony.
Tony's in here
take
so
your
much.
woman to your... Stop taking the woman you trying to date to the spot you go every week. Who raised these niggas? I don't know.
Rename the bar to Tony's Lounge.
Right.
I'm sorry. All right, man. Let's okay.
Yeah, let's get to it.
All right. Let's dive in this for a minute. What's going on right now? We got a lot happening with the protesters and all that good stuff. I missed a lot.
You did. So you was out for like a month?
Yes. So I was in the house getting all these feeds because when you do this, and I don't know if DG got it, but when you do podcasting, you just subscribe to a lot of source material. Mm-hmm. So it just send you sources. Yeah. So it send you like, as soon as they get it, they just send it. So I'm just in the house just like, I got nobody to talk to. And so the protest, and I'm glad that calmed down, but I know from that point, we got the beef between Keisha and Kent. Yes. KK. Right. And another K, we got a problem. Right.
How Atlanta beefing with Georgia?
I don't know. That's dope. Who said that? You should corner it.
It's a tweet. It was a tweet.
Okay.
Somebody tweeted how Atlanta beefing with Georgia, and they answered because Atlanta and Georgia two very different places.
Yes.
Two very different. So real. We got one that say don't wear masks, others say wear a mask. Now, what I do have a problem with, I get that Keisha's black. We back Keisha up. I'm back Keisha up. But I feel like black people don't never want to know what's the situation. They just want to know who's the black person so they can back them.
Right.
Yeah.
Because when I was hearing what people were saying, I was like, sound like you don't agree with Keisha then.
Real.
Right.
Because you have to understand she's saying, I'll lock your ass up if you don't got your mask in public.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And he's saying he only want that for certain counties. Probably just the black ones. So
can I just go on record saying Kemp is an idiot? after he sued the mayor, he did come back. Yeah, after he is suing the mayor, he does go out and issue public statements telling people to wear a mask.
He just don't want it to be a law
mandate
that you have to wear a mask.
Yeah.
Semantics, basically. He's an idiot. That's semantics, and we're in a time where we need certainty, not division.
That's true.
Yeah.
So I mean, as a leader, I really think we're just seeing leadership drop the ball all across America, man. It's real deal sad.
That's true. I mean, I'm in agreement with the mask. I mean, I don't have one on. It's in my purse right now.
Lock her up.
We got him in the car.
Yes, but I always keep a mask with me. Now, I do have a problem with wearing a mask outside. Like, I was getting ice cream, and it was like 95 degrees outside. It was like walk up like Brewster's. Everybody standing in line had a mask. I didn't have no mask. I had one in my purse, but I was like, I'm outside. Is it something in the air that I don't know about?
Camera. Every time you go through stuff like that, I just want to film you.
And and then what made it so crazy was I saw somebody I knew. They were like, "Hey, Danielle, what's up?" And he was with his mom, and he was like, he ain't say like you ain't got no mask, but his mom was like, she stayed way back and like gave me a head nod. Now that's kind of weird because women over 50 they give you a head nod. That's kind of disrespectful.
That's beef in their language.
Exactly. But I mean.
Did you put on a mask?
Hell, it's hot, man. It's hot. I'm not putting on no mask outside.
So how are you supposed to be supporting Keisha?
Because I agree
that
when you walk into establishments, put it on. I keep one on all day when I go into the office. Like
that's not even what she's saying.
What's she saying?
She's saying if you're around a group of people and you can't help and you can't help to get away from them.
Yes.
But if you're jogging, take your mask off. But she's saying if you're around a group of people, keep your mask on.
We were social distancing.
If you at a barbecue or you in a line outside, you gotta wear your mask.
We wasn't lying like this. We was lying like that.
Don't argue with me. That's her point, not mine.
I feel you, Keisha. If you wouldn't,
you fucking with Kim. That's what it is.
No, I'm not.
It's okay.
I'm not. I'm just okay. So this may be out of pocket though, but they're saying that women who are having children right now in the hospital, that you giving birth, you have to have a mask on when you're in labor. Okay, so that's what I'm saying.
Doctor should know. Bro, what the you should know.
You gonna hyperventilate. How you gonna have a mask?
How I'm gonna be going to labor and you suspected, ma'am. Or we just trying to save our life. Fuck the fetus that's inside you right now.
Put that mask on, baby.
They about to die.
That's what I'm saying. So it's just a little discrepancy in there.
But okay,
case by case.
We can figure that out. You can get like one of them little masks that
I said put the shield on and have a cutout with the legs and the baby coming. You know, at the grocery store ain't got the plexiglass. Just put one up and. Okay.
You horrible.
Just say it.
And it sounds like you represent for camp. Is all I'm saying.
I don't, but...
This is how I feel about white people today. I feel like... Have you ever went to a comedy show and that was a mixed crowd?
Yes.
So the comedian says two types of jokes. One that make all the black people laugh and the other that makes only the white people laugh.
Yeah.
And it just to show off that he know his I feel that way when like white people speak now. I feel like they say shit that triggers white people. And make them say, yeah, that motherfucker's on our side.
Yeah.
Because it's elections.
That's what Trump, that's definitely what Trump is
like
doing.
Like, Kemp be saying some gangster shit,
Wait,
bro.
we had just said that, though. We feel like if Trump got elected again, he would throw Kemp right under the bus and come for him.
Trump don't fuck with none of them.
Exactly.
Trump is not a racist. I just can't believe. I know that sounds fucked up. I'm not saying.
No,
like
he
Trump.
said that. No, we got into. He told me that
Trump is green. He the only race he
but
cares.
Kemp is doing this to impress Trump.
Green.
I feel like
no, you don't know Kemp, huh?
I mean, I just hear the out of pocket stuff that he be saying.
Oh, this ain't nigga. It's the same nigga that interviewed a black person in 2013 with a rifle to his neck.
Oh damn, I didn't know that.
And they was in a news like it was crazy. I was like, no, is this fake? And he had, bro, Google
I'm sorry to laugh. No, yeah.
Kemp was known for having a rifle.
That's crazy.
And he was trying to get the searching. Y'all remember that thing? The searching
search or seizure? Or?
Yeah, when we stop somebody and search him.
Oh yeah.
He was trying to promote that.
Okay.
Because he was over the ballot thing.
Right.
And he was saying if he looked like how he looks, I can put my freaking gun to his neck.
No, you know.
Yeah, this is
okay. Well, I'll take very offense to that you saying I support Kemp. I don't.
Governor Kemp.
You're right.
No,
Governor, Governor Kemp, I urge
you.
you.
Wasn't getting upset.
There we go. We ain't finishing this note.
That's what Kemp said.
I urge you, please try that on the streets of Atlanta, dude.
Wait.
I said I urge Kemp to try to stop somebody with a gun and search them on the streets of Atlanta.
We gotta do better, and I hate to sound like a nerd here, but hell, I'm gonna do it anyway.
You a nerd.
Thank you. I guess.
Yeah, you are.
We have to do better with learning the laws.
Yes.
Like, if a cop stop you, and what do we say? I didn't do nothing, so I'm going to keep walking. And keep walking. Then you get banned. The reason why we don't know, and I had to research this 3 nights ago, Atlanta is a stop and identify state.
Yeah.
Nobody probably don't realize that this will save a lot of black people's lives. They don't tell you this because they know you're going to resist, and then they get to beat your ass and say, hey, this is what you didn't know.
You do have to show them your license.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you're somewhere, if you're walking outside of this store, right, you can say, I know the owner, he's inside. they still get to stop and identify you. You have to learn the laws. Learn where you at so you don't say, well, I didn't do nothing, I'm going to keep walking. Then they whoop your ass. Then they tell you once they don't beat you up and put you in jail that they're like you broke the law that you didn't know.
Right.
Legally.
Yeah, no.
Straight like
I
that.
mean, listening to one of Jay-Z's lyrics, I thought that cops had to have a warrant to search your car. Well, not if they have probable cause. I learned that in college.
And they can create probable cause.
They can create probable cause.
Yeah. Well, that's a good one. But what I have learned, it's all about the way that we do shit. Some of the stuff that I have learned is, they can search your car unless you have a warrant, but you get to ask for backup. When niggas fuck up at, niggas be miling out like, nigga, you don't get no motherfucking warrant. And you feel what I'm saying? But hey, man, can you call anybody else?
But time out. Have you seen Atlanta when you get pulled over though? They automatically call for backup.
That's their backup.
Yes. Oh, but you can call for backup.
You can
like
can
my squad.
For people. No,
I'm just saying.
Specifically,
who is my backup?
Saying, you need to request the officer over that nigga.
There you go.
You need to request the lieutenant.
I did not know that.
Yeah, because he represents the county.
Right.
Whoever's over that nigga representing like Georgia and Atlanta. So that nigga gotta go by procedure. He can't just beat you.
Oh, I just be like, look, let me call my lawyer.
Huh?
I just like, I'm gonna call my lawyer if something go down.
We just gotta.
What is it? Police officers, they have military rankings because they have lieutenants.
Not all of them. Oh, you talking about the system?
Yeah, the system.
Yes.
Okay, so the people who usually stop us, they're not a sergeant, they're just the officer.
Sometimes you can get a sheriff that stop you or something.
Okay, yeah. But that's the thing. They said if you are stopped by a sergeant or a lieutenant or somebody like that, there's really nobody over them. But you can almost rest assured that
a marshal.
Yeah.
If you get stopped by a marshal, there's nobody over them. That people are like over on sergeants. Cause marshal go in between the counties.
Okay.
But you know what I mean, like a ranking, marshal's not really a rank. It's almost like another job.
Yes.
But you know the other ones, it's always.
And you can always pray. You can always.
So all these things that I'm talking about, if you if you have family in the police force, you know all these things. But I guarantee you, this is new information. Like to most black people, we don't know our constitutional rights. We don't know the laws, and we don't know like.
You talking about black people as a whole who don't want to call the manager in a restaurant or at a fitness type spot because we just don't like to get into altercations. They would rather settle stuff with their fists than go through the chain of command. So you're telling black people that they should call the person over this police officer. How likely is that gonna happen?
If they're searching your car.
Okay.
But here be the problem. Some of the people that be recording be the niggas in the wrong.
Yeah, yes. Of course.
Like, I be like, nigga, okay, obviously you fighting because you fucking up. Me personally, I'm around with my brother. Now, my brother is a smart guy. But it seems like cops is his fucking kryptonite. So this nigga stiff up. I'm joking. This nigga, I'm gonna rip your car over because you got them damn flags up. I was like, you rip them over. We still gonna be champions. We joking. Because I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
Because I don't fear nothing.
Right.
Man, unless you're gonna beat an innocent fucking man up.
Right.
And that's cool. I ain't saying all black people be crumb, but I'm just saying, if you act suspicious about how you react.
Right.
If I come in a house and my wife said, why you walking here like that? I'm like, why are you acting like what the fuck you got going on?
Right.
That just coming, you know what I mean? That's just how you react. So black people, the Nation of Islam teaches the fruit of Islam, laws, how to conduct themselves, and code words on how to break down the system. That means words that they understand. That means I'm savvy to your rules, sir.
Yeah.
And that's laws that we're not taught. Right. White people in schools are taught this. But that's certain things that I was noticing. I was like, damn, the Nation of Islam.
When you say white people in schools, are you speaking of like private schools?
Well, yeah, I don't know if you seen the lady at the Red Table Talk that said some dope shit. She said, we go to school.
The lady, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. She was an old lady too. She said, well, white kids and black kids go to school for two different things. She said, white kids, white schools, where they be difficult on getting you in schools, like
I went to a white school.
You know what I'm talking about? Bam. They teaching the kids different things.
True.
Right.
To what we're learning. We're learning on how to obey the law and how to work.
Right.
So you getting taught on how to work, how to be somewhere on time. They already the studies show that waking up early in the morning don't get you ready for anything but physical.
Right.
So waking up before 10 does not help you with anything learning wise.
Right.
So the fact that schools still allow you to come in as it's crazy.
Right.
Wait, I disagree. Waking up early does help you be a good steward over your time and not waste it and be productive.
Studies. All right, so
Well, he said
studies
as
show,
for learning.
yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So,
Productivity, yes. You take advantage of the
Yeah,
hours
okay,
in the
productivity,
day.
yeah.
But learning,
Oh yeah,
as far as
you
learning
waking up
at 7
you
a.m.
finna take a test at 8.
because your mind is more awake then.
That ain't true.
Not true.
I think your concentration is better at the beginning of the morning. Some people
Answer
cycle
the phone
is
at
different.
6 in the morning, and then I gotta answer the phone at 12 and see how.
It just depends on how late I stayed up.
No. My point exactly.
Yeah.
As a kid, you're programmed to.
Okay,
like stay
well,
up
this
later.
is a deeper issue then. Kids need to go to bed at night. Why is your child up at 12 in the morning? These kids don't have bedtimes.
Love you to death, but you don't have kids, do you?
I don't.
Okay, cool.
But I'm just saying, you need to go to bed.
No, you can set a bedtime, but let's just be real. This is almost unlimited energy.
Okay, here's something else I would like to say. Parents, your kid, bro. My mom took my.
He don't have
my
kids
mom,
either.
My mom
I gotta
took.
respect.
My
Oh,
mom.
but you gonna...
I didn't
Wait.
respect yours.
Okay, see.
Wait.
That's true. Go ahead.
Here's what I will say though. I'm seeing like the strictness of people's parenting style fall off.
That's
like
true.
my mom took my phone. That's something that I would want to do at nighttime. Like she took it. All this new age of like I don't know, where kids are coming into like
Negotiating
your
with
rights
their
and
parents.
negotiating with your parents. Yeah, I don't
Like,
get
what
this.
is
Like
that?
shit was a dictatorship
Well,
when I
Baby
was
Bo be
young.
negotiating with you?
No,
Okay.
I mean no. I'm the law.
And it's more white
But
parents.
she
I'm not
do.
gonna cap,
But see, her and her mom. This is what I would say. Our parents raised us awesome, especially mine.
Yeah.
And I don't know about everybody else, but they did raise us how they was raised, and they was raised in the image of the master. I said that's how it is. But
Right.
certain households allow their kids able to explain themselves or get out their thoughts. That helped them when they come into the hands of the cops. If you can't explain, bro, if I take in the hood right now and you pull a gun out and say, hey, one of y'all niggas just goddamn took my gun. And they gonna be like, Brian, nobody took your shit.
Right.
Instead of just being like, bro, I think you're tripping, bro. I never seen you a day in my life. You feel what I'm saying? That's calm thinking.
Reacting.
Even though he's panicking, he gonna be like, bro, I don't know what you talking about.
Right.
Right.
But you got the gun on me, bro. I ain't do nothing to you.
Right.
Black people like, man, come on, bro. Come on. You don't know what the fuck to do with that with a
ain't
gun in
said
your
nothing,
hand.
Right.
right. You ain't said nothing that's gonna help you out that situation.
Right.
What my brother told me at 10, if somebody robbed you, shut the fuck up, get on what they need so they can get the fuck on.
Right.
Don't try to be tough. I don't know why he told me that.
That's real though. People will, and that's something with these kids nowadays. And I don't, like I was saying, the way they're raised, the television that they're watching, the things that they are consuming, the value for human life is less. Like among young people,
Stop spending knowledge.
they value like
Because they're desensitized.
yeah, it's crazy. We'll shoot you over $20. I know niggas in the 80s that would shoot you over $20. That was more like crackhead mentality.
But
Like,
okay,
that's
but
not-
my thing is that I'm all for them getting out how they feel, but it's like you have access to more knowledge and information than any other generation before you, but you still have no idea how to use it, like the context to put it in, the resources to achieve what you need. You still need help. Yeah, you were 10 years old that you got a computer in your pocket, but you still need your parents to guide you on it.
What I'm saying, that's life. Okay, this real. 90s babies, I'm sure all of us is, right?
Yeah.
90s baby are literally the fucking lab rats on TV marketing and programming.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you guys know how to market and program? No. You do free program. We was trained on how to program ourselves
Right.
on fucking Instagram. But are you the best programmer or
Marketer. No.
you're not.
Right.
But growing up, you could count on when you gonna see a commercial.
Yeah.
It was so far by 98, nigga, I'd be like, commercial, right? Come on.
Yeah.
It goes-
Exactly.
Nigga,
You could just tell by the way the scene was going.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's programming though.
Do
Yeah.
you think because of the 90s babies' exposure to marketing, we would be like better at marketing than the other generations?
That was her point.
Okay.
That if you're in the information age, you should be better at using it. But I'm saying sometimes what you've been exposed to is not what you're
I think
able to
90s
handle.
babies. I think 90s babies are what are what you're speaking of. The kids the generation that she is speaking of, I believe, is right after the 90s.
No.
Early
I'm not talking about
2000s.
the kids, I'm making the point of because you're exposed to something, the reason why you've been exposed to it is because they know that you may not know how to deal with it.
Exactly.
Right.
They getting all this information for free, but they don't know how to use it. You gave this shit to the goddamn 80s. This is the people that infiltrated the hood and made the hood $1 million.
Right.
You feel
Right.
If you would have gave them niggas the info,
Right.
Yeah, different.
I still don't know what my brother do for a living to this day.
Tommy.
Yeah.
That nigga's incredible. 80 babies are incredible.
Tommy
Them niggas can get it and just,
Martin.
them niggas can get candy. Niggas come to goddamn school with candy. Some niggas, I can't fathom where you got the candy
Right.
to sell it.
Right.
Right.
Like my brain is scrambled. Like niggas be like, bro, get what? What you eat?
Exactly.
I got Milky Way.
But
got the
it wasn't
goddamn
even that too. It was the fact that they had that mentality or that likable personality that the teachers was buying from you too. You ain't supposed to be selling candy at
Exactly.
school, but she putting her order in and just put it up so you don't get in
see that
trouble.
shit in my head,
Exactly.
though.
Yes.
I ain't see that. Nigga, I had a nigga that was burning CDs, nigga. Like,
Oh,
bro,
yeah.
right now on the goddamn sheet. Bro, what you want on that? Yeah, bro,
Yes.
you said you want that goddamn. Yeah. Okay, cool. And
Yeah.
we'll sell it.
That's how I was introduced to Trillville. My mom would not let me listen to rap music, but you selling them burn CDs at school. Yeah, let me get that. Who is Lil Scrappy? Yes.
Trill.
Yo, back in the day.
Hey, Trill.
My mom pressed play on my thing. What is this? What is it? And now they remixed it with Kurt Franklin.
Okay, so I didn't have. Okay, we got two different ways we was raised. So let's go back. You're saying that basically parents should be stricter to the kids.
Hell yeah.
As if like tell me how. Like give me to.
To a certain age.
Monitor what your kids watch.
Yes.
Monitor what they listen to.
Yes.
Set a schedule that makes them adhere to. And
Yes.
you also have to walk it out in front of, like, they have to see you doing
And
these things.
stop letting them make their own decisions before a certain age that they demonstrate they're capable of doing it. Make
Yeah.
it for them to teach them how and then give them the
And the
option.
type
I
of decisions
disagree.
See?
I disagree. I like what y'all saying, but this is why I disagree.
Okay.
With my daughter, I give her an option. But if the option isn't a good option, then I would choose. That's why I'm different.
My mama used to do that. We used to hate that.
But see, the reason
Nah, but she
why.
used to give us one that's not. She used to give us two options, one that she wanted us to go with, and one that wasn't an option
But-
at all. And we chose the one
But
at
see,
all.
that's why I'm looking at two educated young people.
That's
what she was
frustrating.
doing is she was making sure she know, can you make a decision? So when I'm not there,
Yeah.
you know how to make a decision.
Right.
And you got to start when they're young. I tell my daughter, hey, you want to wear these? Tell mama, put on the one that match. No, I want her to see, do she understand how shit goes?
Right.
Cause she got on all black. You want to wear the pink one or you want to wear the all black? She'll be like, Now she know how to think.
Yeah.
I gotta
Yeah.
give her to about 6, 7. She gonna be the one in class like, do I want to do this or that? But can't nobody just give me anything and I just
Okay,
take
but
it.
let me tell you the other side to that, for which was me, is because my mom and I don't think alike. Like, and I had to learn how to respect people who think differently than me because
Okay.
I automatically will shut you down if I can't figure out how you process
Think
information.
pass, shut people down.
But I've like on some aspect like that stifles the creativity of the kid because here you are giving me these options to make it seem like I'm making decisions, but you constantly picking the decision for me because you never trust the decision that I'm making. So when I got
Give me that
older,
again. Hold on, give me that one more time.
okay, so you
I heard it, but let me feed
it's
it
okay,
one more
okay.
time.
All right,
Feed it one more
so
time.
you giving your child two options.
Okay.
One that's a bad one that's a good one that you want them to choose. And you're seeing like what they pick. But if they constantly picking a bad one and you're correcting them to say, no, you need to pick this one, all I see is that you're asking me a question and I'm always choosing wrong and you just want me to pick what you want me to pick.
Yeah, now it's my mom.
That's
And so then when I got older, I just wowed out because I'm like, well, you never let me pick
I would
anyway.
never do that though, but I'm saying
Yeah.
I give her two
That was my
choices.
mom.
The two choices, right? And what I'm saying is, let's say she make this decision, but she make it because of a 3-year-old mind, not because she wanted it, but just because that's what she feels she's comfortable with.
Right.
I'm saying then, okay, I have the right to veto it. I'm not choosing for it, but as a parent, I get to veto your, you feel what I'm saying? All because somebody, and that's just the world, all because somebody don't like your idea or pass on your idea, don't mean it's not a good idea. Or don't mean that it's not ideal at all. I'm sure that somebody told you, being his manager, you shouldn't do it. But then when you get older, you start thinking, okay, cool. All because you shouldn't do it, well,
Right.
I still want to do it.
Right.
I see the reason why to do it.
Right.
So I'm saying, I just want her to be able to choose.
And I think that's dope
Yeah.
that you even like have the time to take to explain that to her, because I mean my mom wasn't a single mom, but it almost felt like it, because when you're rushed as a parent and you never can go back and talk to that kid, all they just see is the rushed decisions and they never get that time to sit and talk to you.
You take the time to break down the
Yeah,
decision
break
making
down
process
why
to your
you
kid.
did that
That's
with
what
her.
I never
That's
got
what's
as a
important
kid.
too.
She just put the two choices. When I chose wrong, she's like, nope, we're going with this.
And we moving
explanation.
on.
Moving on from
The
it.
best part of that I would say about
I'm like,
parenting
huh?
for me,
Mm-hmm.
never forget how it feel to be a kid. I'm still a kid.
Right.
Same.
And one thing that I hate that sometimes I wasn't being heard.
Yes.
Yeah.
You go to school, you're not being heard. Everybody's a slave master.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like nobody know how to be like, I'm an adult, but I'm gonna listen to you. Because
Right.
you may have a valid point of what you did.
Right.
I would get in trouble and I would get this right here. Why you do this? All right, so this is what happened. I don't want to hear that shit. I be like, man, why you
Why you
Ask
ask?
me,
Why you
yes.
even ask? That's
and
real.
it don't get programmed. So why you do this? I be like, so you ain't talking now?
Right.
Man, look, I don't know what to do, motherfucker.
Right.
I don't
That's
know.
real as shit.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like with my wife, her being a woman, and I don't know if that's what you went through, her being a woman, she already thinks she know more than me. Because
Yeah.
she's a woman and this is a girl.
Right.
She like, you supposed to be like me. I'm fly, you fly. But Rhythm got her own style.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And I gotta hear that.
Yeah.
So that's where we balance each other out.
So and that's where I since I'm not a parent, don't have kids, and I've never
rush.
done it before. I don't. That's the one thing.
rush.
I definitely won't. But that's the one thing, the balance that I want to find, like you were saying, of letting your child develop into the person that they are going to be,
Right.
while still guiding them.
You want a child.
I definitely do.
I said-
I
I
look
said-
forward.
I see it on you.
Yeah, but that shit, a clean 10 away.
Yeah, I
Like, no
got
cap,
you.
a clean 10 away.
Like, you see the bad of it.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean?
I
see it in your
I see
eyes.
the good too. Like
Yeah,
I see
I
how
see the
happy
eyes.
I see how
Yeah.
happy niggas with
I
niggas
see
with
it.
kids
Yeah.
are, and like same thing. But I'm just
Hey,
like,
you one of them people, if you're in a relationship and she be like, I'm late, you be like, well, you know what I mean? Let me come over and let's talk about it. You one of those. You ain't like, what the fuck you mean late?
shit.
What
Right,
do you mean?
right now, freak out.
I
10
mean,
years later, yeah, we
I
good.
mean, yeah, I understand. I mean,
Yeah.
But like, how are you?
26.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm definitely at that age where like I know people my age have kids, but like this career and like what I'm going for and everything, I just don't see me like being able to like balance that right now. And a lot of people are like, yeah, no. I'm like, nah, I really don't.
So how old were your mom when she had you?
30.
How old was your mom when she had you?
35.
And you her first.
Mm-hmm.
So if you had a child right now, what
Yeah.
type of parent do you think that you would be?
A sad one. No, I'm just
Same.
kidding.
No,
Be honest. I
Yeah.
really want to know this.
And the only reason I say sad is just because, like, I know, like, I'm selfish right now. I know what I want and I know how I want it. And when you have a kid or even in a marriage, your priorities just shift. Like, I'm gonna be a good mom. I'm gonna be a good wife. Like, so I know that I would forego the way that a lot of my ambitions, I think that they will look right now. Like, it's not to say that I wouldn't achieve them, but they would just look differently, and it would definitely come behind making sure that I was doing what I was supposed to be a mom. But I enjoy sleeping in right now and not having a little kid look at me and be like, yo, I'm hungry, what we eating?
Oh, this shit
I'm
right.
like, bro.
So like, do you ever like, do that help you to understand your mama?
Oh, I get honestly, my mom and I are a lot alike, more than I ever admitted to. That's why we bump heads so much in my 20s. Like, I was running away from the woman that she raised me to be, because I thought I could do it better on my own. I'm like, you don't know the culture. Like, I'm trying to, be out here. Like,
You don't know the culture?
Yeah, like, you didn't have
you ain't
none
got
of
the
this.
answers, Jen.
I know.
He got the answers. I don't know why I said it again after he cleared his body.
Yeah, that's real, bro. That's the funny. I love that.
Yeah.
You got the answers, Sway.
I love.
That's one of my favorite Kanye interviews, by the way.
I love
Exactly. But I think the thing that would, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. I was
Oh,
off subject.
No. I was
Kept
gonna
me
say
in
that I think the big thing right now too, that why like having a child is so far off, is because who wants to do it by themselves? And then if you're not doing it by yourself, what is that other person like looking like, that parenting value? Like you said, you and Tia, y'all balance each other out. I'm sure y'all had many conversations about how y'all want to.
You don't even have a
Right.
significant other anywhere in frame right now.
Right, in frame, or and I'm just I'm afraid. Guys out here, like, yes, there's some good ones.
Dating
and then
is weird now.
Yes, and then there's some that's just y'all just going with the flow.
Dating is weird.
Niggas are weirdos, bro.
Yeah.
Like, people are just weird nowadays. This shit's true.
They just want to like come over on an extended sleepover and just hopefully end up with you. And I'm like, nah.
There's no work no more.
Yes.
And there's no good shows. There's no, like, where
Right.
this come from? Where am I touching? I'm sorry,
No,
I'm a
it's
big
okay.
nail person. All right, nigga, where the...
Right.
No, but,
no, you're right. Like when we in the 90s, we had a ton of black shows.
my game came from, I'm not gonna say my game, but I'm gonna say my game.
I mean, you
My
can.
game-
You don't use it no more, so well.
Yeah,
Yeah, you do. You should. The second day, you should keep it fresh.
Anyway, my game came from TV shows, man. Every step of the way, man. Like the
Can
TV
you drop
shows.
some of those shows? Like,
Like Zach was like, "Give me some game."
No, like, okay, I would use. I was too young, but the too young is what helped me for the future, whatever.
Yeah.
When I was young, I used to love stuff like. I love shows that was targeted to women because you've seen it from their view. Then they always never fail. They never fail. They gave you two guys to pick from. Always, it was almost like, and I noticed this as a youngin', like I knew it. It will always give you who to be, who not to be. So, sister, love sister.
She put me on.
Boom. The guys they used to date, I used to be like, wow, okay, cool. So like Tia was the smart one, right? Tamara was the one with
Party.
the,
Yeah.
with the black girl body. Sorry, that's just how I separated.
I mean, you ain't got about
It was always mixed, but one was shaped like,
Yeah.
one was shaped like Heather, and the other one was shaped like Teresa. Anywho, she used to always date the smart nigga.
Yeah.
And Tia, the smart one, would date a person like who she ended up with, Tariq, and I never got the guy's name. He was the guy that didn't graduate high school, college. He was working. He was a mechanic.
She dated niggas with potential, and the party one dated the ones that already like had they stuff
That
together.
would get her on point.
Yes,
So that
exactly.
talk, okay, which nigga to be. It would show you, but then throughout the show, they'll be dating so many niggas, like so many scumbags, some light-skinned nigga that just wanted to get you on top of the hill. Why all of the shows on top of the hill when the shit happened?
You just helped me
I'm thinking about the
realize
episode of
something.
Boy Meets World, bro. I'm dead as fuck. One of them.
Boy Meets World's another one. Who you wanted to be, Corey or Sean? All my friends wanted to be Sean because Sean had all the women.
The
But I was
cool guy.
like, Corey and Topanga been rocking since. You know what I'm saying?
Topanga is
Yeah.
bad. And I want Topanga.
I hated how they
She
tried
was
to make
fun.
Topanga be hot like Ram. I was like, nigga, Topanga was always hot.
Yeah, she's bad.
Yeah,
She put the fucking thing on her face. I was like, nigga, Topanga's bad.
She did.
She put me on Girlfriends. That's another kind of show that you.
That
were
taught me
talking
how
about.
to be a husband. Like, go ahead.
Okay, that's interesting. I was just thinking of the shows that you were talking about. She used to watch, like, what was it? It wasn't Monica's show, but it was like Miss
Brandy? No.
Brandy's show was
The
one.
Parkers?
Yeah, the Parkers. She used to
Oh,
watch
that
stuff
was
like
funny,
that.
yeah.
Brandy was one. Sister. I'm just thinking of stuff.
Brandy was a good one. Brandy was
I did
another
like good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was, you know what I mean?
They talked about a
Oh,
lot of
Moesha?
relationships.
Moesha,
That's
yeah,
what it was,
Moesha.
Brandy.
Hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they didn't make Q be perfect. Yeah, and so I didn't never really like Q.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I did. I felt like he was misunderstood.
I learned a lot. I did learn a lot from those
Shorty.
shows.
You know, he's my shorty.
Facts.
But Girlfriends was the first show. First of all, I was of age. And
Yes.
Girlfriends was the show that was like, their discussions was about shit I didn't think about.
Right.
Like, even to this day, I know this might be weird, but putting the toilet seat down, now that I stay with a woman, I learned from watching
That's
Girlfriends.
so sweet
Exactly.
of you.
Yeah.
Yes. That is always a good thing to do,
Jones.
guys. I'm serious. Like,
Women
guys.
too, it's something so simple. Women
Yes.
just ride forward to the wheels
I'm
fall.
telling you,
I
It's
was just
crazy.
saying, like, that's so considerate. Y'all don't understand. It's like better than flowers for me. Like,
I guess
yes.
I get it because they can't sit down, so they have to put it down before.
Women don't like flowers anymore, which is horrible.
Because
I
they
don't know.
die and they expensive. Like, give us something else.
Take care of them. That's what's different. Women are
Okay.
different.
So tell
Wait,
me this.
so you gonna press them to keep them
Huh?
in the book, in the scrapbook? Because they eventually gonna
Learn
die.
how to, what's that? What
But they, but they're
get
gonna.
a month out of them.
Right.
Let me settle this and just ask.
I got fake flowers on my table.
Ask the question on the air.
You gonna give me this?
If women don't want flowers nowadays, what will y'all take as an acceptable
No,
gift?
and let me say this. We're not saying we don't want flowers. Like, I'm not saying that. You just ain't got to be the flowers every week type person. Like,
Okay, that's
just
played out.
because or
You
every
just
now
said
and then.
You don't want flowers.
No, I'm just saying,
I know-
like,
I know
don't think
girls
that
that-
if you
I know
show
girls
up.
that say
No,
it's
because
played out,
look.
like, but
I know a lot of
like,
people say the same
what do
thing
you
to me.
want? That's my question. What
Right.
do you want?
Oh, well, like, what is gift wise?
Yeah,
Reese's.
Chocolate?
I'm older now. I don't eat candy like that. I gotta protect my teeth.
So you get sweet tooth.
No, I really don't really eat sweets
like,
like that
what?
no more.
For real?
Yeah, I stopped. Like, I went to the dentist.
And we be ready to go. I'd be like, bro, what take you so long? She better with a big piece of cake.
Facts.
I'm like, you're not, bro. You eat nothing but okra and cake.
Yes. And okay, so me, I'm not a good spokesperson for what women want.
Yes, you are.
Because I'm not in a relationship. I haven't been in one for a long time, and I'm a very entrepreneurial.
If you could get
woman
yourself
today.
something.
Every woman today. So
And
you're
so
speaking
I'm like,
for
help
every
me
woman.
with my business. Like, that's what I'm. If you want to spend some
Okay.
money, put it in the bag to make some passive income for me.
Okay, that's real.
Help me build something. That's what I be wanting. I don't want nothing. But
That's real.
That's cool, man. Women
Right.
are moving the pendulum and not
Forward.
replacing it on our side.
that's true. Okay, but like little stuff that you can get. All right.
She gotta think about
I
It ain't
do.
It ain't nothing.
No, it is like little stuff.
They be waiting for the shit that really hit us. Like, I want to see when yo, like, say we chilling or something, yo niggas call you to come out, ignore their ass. That's what they want from you. Just to see
Yeah.
you really love. I'm like,
Okay,
bro.
no. I'm gonna say this now, especially with generational women. Pay attention because, like, if you came up with some lip, like, I wear this certain type of lip gloss that I like, and you just happen to buy it, that's gonna make my day. You see my cell phone cover cases going, buy me a cell phone, like a laptop cover case, like practical.
She got
I'm
real.
a practical
She said,
person.
take the
That was like,
initiative
take
and
the
pay
initiative
attention.
and learn me, please.
Pay attention.
So let me ask a question. Because I feel, well, it's not even a question. It's like more of a statement. I feel like women have it hard because, especially now, there's no, just things are breaking down. Like, to me, women always looked to freaking R&B.
Yeah,
Like R&B was their way of seeing what they wanted, like, out of a relationship.
yeah, I would say that.
But men, being a man is so fun. Not trying to shit on women.
No, it looks like it's
Being a
fun.
man is so fun that women is out here being men.
Yeah, they are.
I love me some Megan Thee Stallion, preferably before she started getting shot in the leg. But she lives like a nigga. Cardi, she took her success like a nigga.
Yeah.
And
The
I said,
city
women,
girls.
like a nigga
Yeah.
like that kind of in your face. You feel, it don't even make sense of women acting like that because, and I'm not sexist at all. I think a woman can do damn near anything a man
Whatever
can
she
do.
put her mind to.
Whatever she put her mind to. The only thing that I'm saying is a woman is just higher than a man on the pole of life. So it's like you can find a fucking ruby anywhere, but you can't find a diamond.
We're
anywhere.
saying you're stooping, ladies. You're,
So you
you're
can't just put your vagina in my face and be like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I know you want this because everybody want this. Like, it don't work that way for you.
Right, because
We said because everybody don't want this.
yeah,
That's why we
fucking know
say
it.
it.
that's true. That's true.
Niggas be women always say, well, niggas said no, we do it because
Yeah.
everybody don't want this. For Biggie to say fat, black, ugly as ever by however, he's saying even though everybody don't want this, you should try it.
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah,
It's
that's
different in
true.
marketing.
That's true.
Women, you don't need to say that.
No.
You don't need to make a song that say I'm the best. And you don't need the
Right.
song. Don't as a female rapper. You don't need to say that. We already seen the photo.
I mean, I agree. The low hanging fruit. It's like dig deeper.
Yeah, like, and I be want to say that to women when I heard Megan was saying, well, you know, men do it. Nobody said what a man do it. I said it's not that nobody don't say it.
Right.
It's just we say it because everybody, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Women like you once they talk to you.
Yeah.
You bring them flowers that dies in a day, apparently. But it ain't 1,000 women in niggas' DMs that's not rich.
yeah.
A
Right.
woman on a regular probably got about 8 DMs, which, who are you?
Exactly.
So it's different. So I just think women making it harder for themselves, and we making it hard because it's not like a nice smooth ballad that women can kind of get a reassurance that they are who they are. Like I don't hear that no more. Like the Keisha Cole, like even her little run, I don't hear that.
Yeah.
And I like the SZA, but her first song was For the Weekend.
Oh yeah.
That shit's horrible. It's a dope song, but when I'm thinking about it, I'm like, damn.
It was. I definitely remember the lyrics to that song, and it is definitely fucked up.
Yeah, it is.
It was definitely fucked up.
Damn.
It was because I was right around singing it because I
could be now.
so like I right around bumping stuff before I learned the words and I'm like, dang, did I just say that?
You could be 9 to 5. I'll take the weekend.
Yes, like a piece of a man is better than a whole one. Yeah.
Like, damn, bro, that's what it comes to.
That's what it comes to.
That's what it comes to.
And you blaming me?
Right.
Where did the whole scamming come from, though? Where did this whole scammer movement? Hot girls came out of Miami was like a damn hurricane, bro. I'm not even gonna cap.
Well, the term city girl is a Florida term.
Okay, so
women that's fucking getting over on men.
Okay,
City girls, like, you know what I mean? City boys is what they call hustlers.
Yeah.
City girls is just the
female
different term.
Female
Yeah, so
term.
if you hear niggas say city boys,
Yeah.
but we just some city boys.
scams.
That means what the fuck you
Free bands, and that, I'm like, Future been on that shit, Gucci been on that shit, but when I heard JT and what's her name from the City Girls that popularized the whole it's like females for free bands and free males for just scamming niggas, I'm just like, bro, I don't know. It's just something.
I personally think that women have always been out there getting their own. It's just you can see it on the platform.
It's been happening.
Yeah, it's just in our face now.
Yeah, this been happening. Actually, my brother met his wife. This is another Sanchez. He met his wife because she was trying to set him up. They was both younger at the time, but he was about to be set up.
Yeah.
I like my females.
Clacking on niggas. That's been the thing.
I like my female scammers to be smart and not rap about it on the track.
Don't have the alphabet boys knocking down.
Mastermind type shit.
They'll be the ones not doing it, but
Yeah, that is true.
it's just that's what the women.
JT was doing it. That bitch went to jail
went to
for
jail.
it. I'm like, that bitch went to jail
yeah.
for
She
it.
went to jail.
That's why these young niggas is different. Like all the old niggas that was, they personified this lifestyle that was on the track, but they're far removed from it because they're older, better, wiser. That ain't the young niggas. The young niggas like, we doing it and we rapping about it.
I bet she regretted.
Yeah.
She could never get out of Young Miami shadow. Now she can never get out of that shit.
That's one thing that I would like to just talk to her and ask her about. And I don't want to like bash her or shame her because like she's probably my age and still got a lot of growing to do. But like, don't do that shit again. Not that I want to tell you to do again, but like, is your mind in a different place now? Do you realize she don't got to do that shit? Because she coming out of jail, she is on a much bigger platform to where they really don't have to go back and scam it. But like my nigga Kodak, I love Kodak. He is to the point where he did not have to go back to jail this last time.
Sure.
But he can't keep his ass out the streets, bro, and that shit is really sad to me.
For some rappers, I do believe jail is an investment.
It's really sad.
Jail is an investment. Like for Gucci, I believe that Gucci would have peaked 2012
if he hadn't gone to jail. I agree. Jail, but he used jail. Gucci is one of the few niggas that I have seen get reformed in a prison system that claims to reform, but we see they don't really be doing no reform.
That's true.
But I mean, a different bag came from it.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like him knocking niggas out was an investment.
Yeah.
Like you feel sometimes
He the boogeyman.
not even sometimes. A lot of niggas benefit off of chaos. They make profit out of chaos.
Yeah.
They say any press is good press.
It is.
If you're the right kind of artist. So
Look at Kanye.
yeah.
Kanye does this shit.
You want to segue off into this now?
Yeah.
Oh my
Shoot.
God.
Might as well.
You might as well.
We got 30 minutes. Shoot.
Yeah, we finna wrap up with you, my guy. I love you.
Yo, pop it up,
Always.
yo.
What do you think? So personally, I'm gonna
Hey,
say this.
Give me the whole rundown. Like,
Okay, so
give me like a.
we've seen that Ye has been in the tabloids recently. He held a political rally, which I thought he had dropped out of the race, but I guess he still had the rally. He said some pretty
Wait, you talking
controversial.
about a rally in South Carolina?
Yeah, where he got
Okay.
quoted
Which
saying
he
this.
did.
That was, he did that rally before he even like started filing in the States, and he missed the deadline.
He missed the deadline.
Okay, so I guess
that
guessing that was an older video from the rally before he had ever.
No, it's current.
Okay.
See, you're just intelligent, and you're trying to make sense of what that dumb dude did. He went there, but did not file to be their like to
Right.
Oh,
Yes.
to be their runner, and
He
then
just made a rally.
Okay, so that to me is innumerably dumber than anything that he said in that interview. Straight up. But yeah, he said some pretty controversial things. We all saw the video. The black girl, let's go. We leaving. that shit had me weak. That's a move. Whole 2020. But yeah, and we see where he's at on Twitter with his wife and everything that's come out with him right now. What do y'all think?
Oh, I was quiet and trying to piece it together.
No. And do you want me to go? And then you
Yeah, because like
okay.
I hadn't really researched everything like that.
It's all
So
I've seen it. It's a lot.
It's all good.
They're going through it apparently right now.
see, I don't look at that. I mean,
What?
he love that girl.
What?
It's like that. He
He stated
Actually,
that he wanted a divorce
Well, you know why he wanted it.
on Twitter.
Why?
We know why
He said Chris treats him like a white supremacist.
Chris.
That makes sense.
Chris loves black guys though.
She does.
Yeah, but not that time.
What's more different than him than the
Politically
dude she been with?
politically outspoken.
Okay, yeah. That,
He's too much.
yeah.
Chris will take
She
a
like-
Jordan. She won't
She
take
like
a Kanye.
Jordan. She
Yeah.
like OJ. She like them guys that know how to behave at the cocktail party.
Right.
You
Right. That's
feel
not
me?
yet.
It's
That is not
Hey, how
yet.
you doing? Yeah.
So Kanye is cool as long as he's not having an episode.
Or as
Which
long
is
as he's
all the
not.
time.
Yeah.
Kanye's Kanye. He's a
Right.
different type of nigga.
Yeah.
He's
No.
not Jay-Z.
And here's all the
Yeah.
people speaking on Ye as a person, but you don't listen to the music. I would say you have no grounds, because the whole rant that he just had would make sense if you've been listening to Ye's music. It would definitely make sense.
Well, to one point, he wanted a divorce. I think he wanted a divorce because of all the baggage. I think he loved her more than she loved him.
Yeah.
She don't want this divorce because, in case everybody didn't realize, in case everybody forgot, the shoes on the other foot now, baby. Kim just touched the bill
Right.
Yeah.
2 months ago.
Right.
They don't got no prenup, do they?
And he put it out. No, because she thought when she married him, he was Kanye West.
Right.
Which he's still that nigga.
Nigga,
But
right.
who would have thought her her fucking lipstick line, all these lines, somebody come and buy out 75%.
Right. And she got a video game too. That's killing.
Somebody, everything she owns,
he take half.
everything
That's
she
fucking
owns,
crazy.
she didn't even went public. Somebody just came and said, "Hey, I'm gonna give you all this money for a piece of what you do,
Yeah.
for a piece of you."
Yeah.
That's how much these niggas grinding. And she touched the bill 2 months ago. And he was the first nigga to post it.
Shout out Ryan Seacrest Productions.
Nigga, shout out
Kardashians.
to men for trapping these women. He won.
Facts.
Finally, we
Wait,
won.
time. He did
Kanye
not trap
beat the
her.
game.
He chased her for a long time.
He did
got
say,
her right.
he did say if it
He
was
chased her through Reggie Bush.
if she would have went for him for when he wanted her, wouldn't have been no Amber Rose.
Yes, no Amber Rose.
I think that's hilarious.
I don't care. I win.
Facts.
I'm happy about. I'm proud of the men. I'm proud of the men in 2020. Okay, I'm proud of Will being a damsel in stress. So yes, finally we got some people. Now, man, Will is not the bad guy. Finally,
not.
the woman
He's
is the bad guy.
Yo, I was listening to Joe Budden's podcast, breaking down the Rent Table Talk, and he was like, Will Smith's demeanor the whole time during that thing was just like, none of my hoes get out of pocket.
You feel me?
You should have listened to me. You ain't doing it the way I told you to do
guarantee
it.
Will got a home. Will was hitting his leg.
Like, they ain't made no songs.
here for
my
Yes.
hoes act right.
Yes.
You know you paying for food when we leave. I'm here because of you. Your hoes ain't acting right.
Right.
It's a fact.
And this nigga got a record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But me personally, so just in case y'all didn't know, fun fact, Donda was due to release today. Kanye's I
That's the
forget
name
which
of it.
studio album. Yeah, his mother's name Donda. Album was due to release today. However, I look for it and it's not out, so he looking kind of
seen
crazy
the song.
right
Not
now.
really. His stuff always push back.
But
I seen a song that dropped. That is true.
Yeah.
fact check me, Ye always talk crazy around album release
No,
time.
that's true. That's
He
true.
always talk crazy
I
around
personally
album
think, yeah,
release
it's
time.
just-
But he was on some. This one made me mad. What made me mad about Kanye is he be on some like not like drugs, like I mean what he's saying be about to touch some real nigga shit.
Oh yeah.
So when he first said he was gonna run
back in
not with first, but when he said he was about to start hosting his rallies, he posted things he wanted to change.
Right.
Makes more sense than Biden. Biden, he made you look like an asshole because he's just talking from his phone and he still got more things than Biden.
Mm-hmm.
So he said he want to change deodorant and, you know, getting all of the, I guess, the things out of that and toothpaste. Stuff that makes sense. But when he got to the rally, he was touching on something. He was touching about abortions. Now, me personally, I believe the men
we can't speak on it.
Yeah, just say, hey,
I
vote is pro-choice. Niggas should just be over there hoping that she makes the right decisions. It's like baby boat again. You got better hair.
Exactly.
But y'all do have a voice, and I think more men need to speak up to that voice.
No, don't confuse us. We don't have a voice. We have an opinion.
Opinion.
Yeah, we have an
opinion. Yes, y'all have an opinion.
Don't confuse us.
Yes. Well, your opinion comes through.
Now you gotta raise your hand.
Voice.
Are you ready to take questions from the outside, man?
Are we taking questions from the men's side?
And see, no, and I hate that it's like that though, because it shouldn't be.
It should.
It shouldn't be.
I don't think it should. It takes two to.
It shouldn't be.
First of all, yes.
It should be what?
It shouldn't be that you have to ask permission to speak on something that you wouldn't even be in that situation if y'all two hadn't made the choice to lay down.
No. I was making a joke.
Oh.
And a lot of the times they're arguing pro-choice in these heinous, which I agree, like in these heinous cases of like rape and things where you didn't consent to getting pregnant, but now you are pregnant and the argues woman for her choice. That's a tough one. I'm like, sheesh.
But let's talk about most of the abortions are not from that.
But the thing is, if it's gonna affect, here's the thing with the all lives matter. Does her shit matter at all? The girl that got raped versus the girl that got, and I'm not arguing for it either way. I just see both sides of it, and I'm saying it's a pickle. It's a pickle.
I like the pickle thing.
It's a pickle.
This is what I'm saying, and this is what I hold that standard for this show, and I want to do more of preaching on that. Hopefully, it'll reach higher people. You know, people copy, then to get higher up. I want to do something new that I think America should practice. Not have a public conversation about anything if someone that it doesn't really affect is there. That means two white people shouldn't be talking in public about how police and black people. Right. You know what I mean? That should happen. If you
100% agree.
3 men or a room full of men with 2 women that does not have that much does not have that much. You know what I mean? Clout should not be discussing
women's issues.
Yeah, that's a woman issue.
That's
and you should only be able to state an opinion and get the fuck out of the way. Because that is a woman issue. Like, that is a woman's body. If a woman don't want to deal with you but still keep her child, that's not for any man. That should be where we be like, where are the women at? Where are the women, like, politicians? Because that's one of the things that I can give opinion on. But I've been through that. And I just had to say, I support you, baby, but... You know what I mean? Yeah. I can't say, this is what we doing.
Right.
Because that's not how it goes. I don't care how invested you are.
That's true.
I mean, this might be like too personal, but I've been in that situation as well too. And I feel like the person that was with me didn't speak up the way that I felt like they could to influence the decision.
Oh, damn.
To go the way.
How do y'all making good points?
It's real shit.
I'm just saying.
Back to the fucking drawing board. I don't know what I'm thinking anymore.
But
that was a good point.
No, but see, this is if I feel like, so what you were saying, how men should not speak to women's issues. Publicly, I definitely agree, but privately, men, do your thing with your girls to share. Like,
that's real. I was lost. I was conflicted.
They real, man. That's real, though.
Right.
I mean, but once again, men should engaging in a conversation. Just does not just. Let's figure this. So you can engage in the conversation, but I don't think that we should dominate the conversation.
Yeah, okay, I agree.
And law-wise, I don't think that we should just say this is what it is.
Right.
I think that we should say, hey, women, step up and make a vote. And that's what I think. I just think this is America, what it's supposed to be and what it should be. Hopefully in the future, what it will be. Let's have these scary conversations, but let's let who it affect be the people that make the final decision.
Yeah.
Like, it should be that way. Like, hey, guys, you know what I'm saying? Cops is killing a lot of people, but black folks feel like it's targeting them. Let's figure out how they feel and let's figure this out.
Right.
Women feel like, you feel what I'm saying? And then that way you hear it and then you able to make the best sense. And if that shit don't work, it was their fucking decision.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
be like, nigga,
exactly. Yeah, I agree with
no.
that.
You feel what I'm saying? So that's how it should be. Like,
Yeah.
I just hate it. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's fuck Kanye. And he was making a good point.
But I'm like, did anybody really think that Kanye was gonna like have a good chance at running, announcing it, and doing it in mid 2020?
I made a video that I had to take down. It was horrible.
When
In
I
your
didn't
opinion,
hear him,
What's the craziest thing he said in that interview to you? If you've seen the whole thing, or what's the craziest fact that he said to you out of that? Everybody is saying the like all the black people are outraged. Like my homie Winston, he's why you got to take shots at
Harry Tubman?
Yeah, Harry Tubman, and I'm like, he didn't take a shot.
Right.
The
He's
man
speaking truth.
he's speaking truth. We just have to get out of this mindset of like semantics.
Yeah.
Because the metaphor that he was saying, we are still enslaved, all black
we
people,
are.
which we are.
I get it. My only problem with Kanye is he's one of them people that tear the building down to rebuild it in his image.
Because he's a terrible speaker.
Because he's
He's a terrible
a
speaker.
terrible speaker, but he's a genius.
Yes.
And if we know one thing about geniuses, look up Walt Disney. Geniuses are horrible people because they don't identify with the population. They
Yes.
feel like their brains are on another
Above.
pedestal.
Which
And
he
Walt
does.
Disney was a horrible person. He never shook people's hand. He felt like he was down here. Not because you was black, because nigga, you're not Walt Disney. And I feel like Kanye is one of those people. He's a genius, but the shit he say should not be said. Yes, it made sense. But because it made sense, it shouldn't be said, especially at a time like this. You're tearing down a woman. It's not even too many women that have the record of Harriet Tubman.
But that's what I'm saying
See, I
though.
don't
If
think
you
he was-
research Harriet Tubman, she's not even what we all have
Yeah.
like
So
conceived
if
her
you
to
were to
be.
research
Oh,
Harriet
gotcha.
Tubman, she's not what like her numbers of the people she rescued
And
severely
we don't
inflated.
even know if she was.
No, I get it.
Okay.
I get it.
But still,
I get it. It's the Paul Revere
principle
thing.
is okay.
It's the Paul Revere thing.
Yes.
These niggas went back to figure out the Paul Revere story was fake, and they blew it up around 4th of July.
Yeah.
So y'all know the
Yes.
Paul Revere, Hall on the Horse, British Gun.
Yeah.
It was like
Right.
8 of them niggas.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't a Paul Revere. That
Right.
nigga was in the back.
Mm-hmm.
They only
That's-
chose his name because it rhymed.
Right.
That's what I know. Kanye makes points. He makes valid points terribly. Like the words he chooses to iterate very valid points. He makes them terrible.
But I think, okay, to be a
Yes,
speaker,
terrible.
you have to not be selfish.
That's not yay. Never been yay.
All right.
So to make that statement was selfish. The slavery
And condescending.
was a choice was selfish. His point was flawless.
Yeah.
When he was articulating his point, we are slaves to the system. We are slaves to the malls. That makes sense. But I'm saying you made a selfish decision. I mean, you made a selfish statement just to wrap up a point that could have been made anyway.
But he wanted to make that point controversially.
And
Like he
I think
wants the shock and awe. Like it wouldn't be yay without it.
And I think the point that he made hit who it was supposed to hit. Because when he said that slavery was a choice shit to me, it resonated.
It resonated, but not to everybody, and it should have.
Right.
The reason why, see, that's why he only works good on interviews.
Yeah.
The sway, that point drove. I said, he made a good point. But he his own worst enemy because he do stuff to take away his point. He put himself back in the line. He's not winning like he could be. He could be looked at as just an odd man with odd thoughts that's still going to be revered in the future.
Right.
But
He said that he in his music he puts that into the music, that he is that person that if he's gonna succeed 100 miles per hour, he's gonna fail 100 miles per hour. And he's in the public light, so you get to see that shit.
I don't know if y'all,
He
who was
takes
the
the
first,
criticism.
Jane Bond,
Sean Connery.
Okay. He was on an interview like 30 years ago with Barbara Walters. And he said he's going golfing. She was like, why you don't like to go golf with your wife? He said, because I don't like going golfing with my wife. I like to be around fellas. She said, are you a male chauvinist? He said, I'm not a male chauvinist. She said, but you hit your wife. He said, yes, sometimes if I get angry and she's there, I hit her, but I don't like to play games with her. Now, this is where I think his point was made. He said, well, if me and you go out, I would have to be a gentleman, right? She said yes. He said, so can I like bully you and like be extra aggressive if we play the sports? She said, well, I don't think that would be gentleman-like. He said, well, that's why I don't want to go out and play with you. So his point was made. Exactly. It was genius. I watched that, like, damn, he made a good point. He got out of being a male chauvinist. Yes, he beats his wife. That's not fucking cool. But his point was made that I'm not a male chauvinist. I'm just a fucked up human.
Damn, Sean, I know you beat your wife.
I know. I'm stuck on that. I'm like, damn.
But I'm saying that was her first cut.
Right.
But he left making the point.
Yeah.
Kanye West makes a good point, but then say something that always dilutes the point.
Because he's true to himself. Ye was like, I'm just Kanye and I got a platform. He's like, I'm not trying to sit down with no speechwriter, organize my thoughts. Y'all get me how y'all get me, however I feel.
So I don't think he needs a speechwriter.
Oh my God.
Yes, he does. That helps you organize your points on what you gonna say.
When you speaking like a large thing, but
no.
If he was in politics, speechwriter. Now I don't think he needs one, but he does. I think. Well, he's being authentic. Like he's always been that.
I don't think Trump have a speechwriter.
He does have a speechwriter. He just don't use them because they get appointed.
Points, though. He get his points out
terribly. The same way.
He just make terrible points, but he get those points out.
See, I think he makes. I think Trump makes good points.
I think
he makes them terribly.
Points in good ways. That's what I think.
I think he makes the.
Give me one. Give me a good point, and I'll give you a terrible point that he made brilliant.
Let me see a good point that he made. It's like points to do with our economy. And the way he makes points about business from the presidential standpoint, I'm like, damn, that is a good ass point, and it's like going to benefit me as a businessman. But the way he like got to that point, he like threw some niggas under the butt, like the whole other side under the butt. Like anybody that don't have a business, it's obviously fuck you, because that's what Trump is. If you ain't got no green, like fuck.
I just think fake news is genius.
Yeah.
That's the most genius thing.
It's the most confusing and frustrating thing in the world.
It's genius.
News is propaganda. Some of it is fake. Yeah. Some of it is real.
But why you gotta leave it to me to try to discern?
So I can say what I want.
Right.
Exactly. That's why I don't look. That's why when y'all were talking about stuff, did you see such and such? If it's in the news, nah, not really.
But I'm saying, that's why I'm saying he makes horrible things, but he does it in a genius way.
I think Trump is a genius. Personally.
Facts.
I think he's manipulating.
Facts.
I think the hand behind him, Rothschild, Rockefellers, people like that, who actually place. I think they're puppeting him, but he is doing his job as an actor.
I think that's the beef.
I think they're
think that
he wants to get their wealth.
That's what I'm saying. That's why that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't think there's puppeting him, because he's really fucking up. Because he nowhere I think their plan is look at everything we're doing. Like right now, we're on the verge of he have literally spit. People say Trump is horrible as a person, yes, but what he have done is made everybody almost rewrite decades and decades of programming. We're like looking at this nigga that just telling us the truth, but he's joking. But the audience is spazzing so much that we're seeing the truth. And every time you put on a fucking Trump hat, to him he's laughing, but to us we saying, "Oh, now we can see y'all."
Right.
But yes, because he is. I believe Trump is the mirror of America, and we do not like looking at ourselves in the fucking face.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I do not like that shit.
That's my point.
Do not like that shit. A man. People are like, "Oh, the president can't be a skis ball," but you're a fucking skis ball,
right?
Dude. Like, how you gonna throw stones, nigga? Like glass house. Like, what are you talking about? That's the real thing. Like, and I realize not all white people are hypocrites, but I'm seeing like a very hypocritical, like,
all white people.
You expect the president to be this way, but nigga, you are a trash ass person.
Yeah.
All white people are hypocrites. I'm confident.
So it's not Jane Austen, but it's some lady that said, it's a white like racism educator back in the day, very famous, done a lot of work, a white lady, but she said that every white person is racist, undeniable. You can't get around it, just because of the social climate that we're raised in. School taught you to be racist, the same way you said school taught us to get to school or get somewhere on time. be a good worker. Like it taught white people to be racist. That was school.
Yeah,
That shit's crazy.
everything is the reason why all white people well, I wouldn't say biggest, but all white people are hypocrites is because if today it came out and then everybody said, hey, so this is what we're gonna do. The white people have to give 85% of the world back to who you took it from.
Oh, that's a fucking...
Nobody will step up.
That's war.
Nigga, the fact that we was backed up by Europe and Europe said, well, we're not president. Europe treat their black people like kings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Beautiful place. They treat the darker you are, the more they love you.
Yeah.
You can walk up dark, fat, nappy hair and say, I want to be a model. They say, I see it.
My uncle's
They
in Switzerland.
love
Yeah.
Do you know that Haiti in 2015 said, hey, we think that you guys should owe us a due because we was paying you guys just to stay alive.
Yes.
Y'all threatened us and made us pay you guys just so you guys won't destroy us. And now that we're poor, we think, because these are all facts.
Yes.
We know this is facts. We think that you guys should pay something back so we can get back
Wealth
in
back.
the game. And they said, fuck no.
And that was
That's how
that
you know the niggas is horrible.
was that
Yeah.
the G20, like that world summit where they go and say every country that is a part of it? Damn, and they said no. Yeah, that's
You know they ain't gonna say no.
Why would we do that? And you won't be missing nothing. Just
Right.
help us get back on our feet. We don't have to owe you
But
guys.
see,
This is-
they're not gonna help because then they have to admit that they took, and they don't want to admit that they took.
No,
they
this
do
is not
admit
America
they
thing.
do
Yeah,
admit
yeah.
that they took
This
it.
is not American thing yet. That's a fact.
Haiti,
That's
what
not-
they said Haiti was the fucking most wealthiest place in the world as
Right.
far as natural resources. I find that super hard to believe because it's a little ass island.
Right.
But they said like it was gold, like nigga, their gold was there. Now it's gone, and that was all like British Empire.
They used to set that up. That was their setup.
No, I mean I know that, but I'm just saying like that's something messed up to me because it's like you gonna treat the black people that live on the continent better than the ones in the island that you know what I mean?
And they acknowledge the gold that is in the British reserves right now, straight from Haiti, bruh. That shit's crazy.
Unlike over here, they destroyed a lot of stuff, right?
Right.
Over there, they still have that stuff like monuments, that like stuff like
Yeah.
they have that stuff like it's not saying it's not proof, but I still speculate about America.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like the story told us backwards.
Of
But
course.
Yes.
over there, it's fact. It's
Yeah.
the most documented time to say, okay, we know we took it, we know when, we know how, we know what happened, we know who.
Because it's not
You know what I'm
just
saying?
black
Yeah.
slave trade. The world was enslaved. Like each race was enslaved to somebody else at one point. If it's not your own race,
Yep.
everybody been in slavery at
True.
one point, and that history is out there. America trying to rewrite the fucking story.
This is how Ethiopians, you can't even find the original Ethiopians. They didn't even look like that. They're mixed people.
Right.
I didn't even know that.
And man, they have stuff in Ethiopia. As I study Ethiopia as it relates to the history of black people, that's where the history is. Like Ethiopia has some of the oldest predating Christian texts that you will see, and it's
Right.
showing all biblical figures as black.
Cause
And
like,
it-
was
Yeah,
that
that
the
would be
original
something.
Babylon or no?
Nah, Babylon is still like Mesopotamia area.
Okay, but it's still like right there.
Ethiopia.
Really? I never knew that.
Bro, I'm talking about. I just saw a photo 2 days ago, and it was the prophet Gideon, and he was portrayed in a picture, and it was a black, pure as day black man, bro. A white pastor, a friend of mine who I grew up with. He's a pastor, Southern Baptist in Mississippi. I was startled to find out that him and his family don't even. First of all, the term whitewash was obscure to them. And they don't even acknowledge that it's happened. Like, I'm like, nigga, do we even live in the same country, bro? Like, this is why racism still exists, because we can't even.
Play about a freaking white man in paint. It's crazy.
That he didn't even realize that black art was painted over as white in history, and that is playing. That's.
Oh, have you not seen Cleopatra?
I'm
I
like,
thought
dude.
Cleopatra was fucking Elizabeth Taylor until I was like 13.
Yeah, but that's
Because
why.
they don't have to. They don't have to watch.
Yeah, they don't have to do any research. It's
Yes.
I thought Egypt was like these light people.
Right, I did too.
the
For
Prince of
longest time.
Egypt.
Right.
They said that Disney movie when we were kids were like single-handedly
Right.
responsible for that shit. But a lot of North Africans are light.
Well, no, hold on.
Muslim.
Second. Prince of Egypt they had dark people.
The main characters is
Watch
all
this.
like.
Pull up.
Pharaoh was dark.
Nah, pull up some shit on your phone right now and look at the. They look like Danielle.
Danielle, you won in history.
It's crazy. When that's definitely. And they
Yeah.
said like North Africans, they do be more Muslim.
Oh man,
and shit.
isn't this goddamn? Am I trying to defend some goddamn Disney? Let me shut up. I'm not trying to defend Disney. No, bro.
No, but I would say y'all touching on the conversation that got Nick Cannon fired.
And that's what I want to say
No.
before we jump off into this whole Nick Cannon thing. I'm like, bro, that's.
You said no, that is.
I'm
That's not
gonna
what
stay
I-
away from talking about that on the air.
I can't. This is not a time to be talking about.
Right.
I'm gonna say this and I'll wrap it up because I know I'm going over. This is not a good time to be talking about any race being superior to another.
Facts.
Even if it's true, it's just not a good time for it.
Right.
It's just not, because that's the problem. Somebody always got to think they're superior to the other. And that's not what we trying to fight right now. Right now, we ain't trying to be, hey, man, y'all need to know that we better than y'all. Right now, we like, nigga, y'all niggas need to know that we human.
Right. Yeah.
Like, that's what we trying to fight right now.
Yeah.
Just wait, my nigga. Have
Yeah.
that in your house. You just pissed off another community that fought their fight in a shorter distance and have achieved a lot. Whether they're not the original people, whether they're not the Aborigines, whether they're not whatever. That
They took it. They came in and took it.
They took it. I just come like, I love Nick, and I feel
Really?
like
I respect his hustle
him
as a businessman.
Yeah.
I feel like he's somebody that haven't sold out to me
He's okay.
because he's just not.
He
cool
been the
enough.
same. Yeah, he been the
He's
same.
not cool. You know, people that sell out, you be like, damn, they fire. Why they so fire?
Yeah.
He's not. Like, I can see his.
Yeah.
I can see, like, even when he do stuff, like, it'd be horrible.
Yeah.
Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, sometimes Diddy party, he just look like poetry. Like, how the fuck you party that far? But Nick ain't that. You know,
That was
like,
dope.
Yeah.
Did he?
you feel like Nick, he's not a diamond. You know what I'm saying? Nick
Right.
is, like, very flawed. Like,
Yeah.
I just can't see him.
Real
selling out.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this shows that he haven't sold out. He do shit, you like, why? Why
Right.
you do that?
That's what I was saying. I was like, you had to have thought that through.
Because he haven't sold out.
Yeah.
Now I think he have a choice now.
Oh, I think he did when he backtracked.
If you
I wish he. I wish
That-
he had.
I'm
it.
sorry.
No, that's not true.
That backtrack.
That backtrack
lost
was
hella respect for
horrible.
him.
No, that's not cool.
I
bro.
appreciate the apology, but to then denounce everything that you just said.
The apology.
The apology was an apology because what he was talking about.
Jewish community.
No, like that wasn't the point. Like, I'm sure y'all seen it, right?
Yeah.
You seen the whole thing. That wasn't his point. He just went somewhere, and that's how they got him. His point was talking about Americans.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why they enslaved us.
Right.
But
Yes.
Kanye West, his point got washed because then they say, hey, you
Saying some dumb
anti-community. You know what
shit,
I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
It-
anti-community.
Anti-Semitic. Yeah.
Exactly.
So that wasn't even his point,
Like, how I'm anti-Semitic and I'm a Semite?
Right.
which was also horrible to say. He should have said none of that.
Okay, so I take that back. Before I had said Kanye needs a speechwriter, he really needs to be media trained.
Yes,
Yeah.
but Nick,
In something.
you can't do shows like
Nick
this.
has media training.
You can't do shows like this under somebody else's shit.
Right, or still on that platform.
Because sometimes you may go.
But
there, I'm
honestly
looking
though,
at y'all, I'm
I
looking at
said
cameras,
even if he
you
wasn't
talking.
under anybody's platform, the person that he's trying to, the mogul that he's trying to be, those are your partners. You can't do that
Viacom.
trying to move like that.
Not if
Kiki
you were
Palmer,
there.
they were trying to say that the same thing happened to her. She was protesting, she got arrested, and ABC took her show away. She went on Instagram to say, no, they did not take my show away. She said, because unlike all these other people who are hired to host the show, she said, then go away for a season. I own my show, and my relationship with ABC has evolved into a partnership where we're about to do something else. And so that show was no more. And so she was like, so just, it's just like how you move.
He moving good. It's just that wasn't the show to do that.
And you know what's crazy? They said that was an older video, and that just came back to bite him in the ass. Like he hasn't shot that in the last.
Like the
6
Viacom
months.
set on that before they came back to him. So it's
Which
More
is
than
also
6 months
free.
old.
I don't watch it, but he should have went to YouTube with it. He should have did what.
no, you can't go nowhere. I'm saying you can't
If
say
he's
that
getting
and put it
checks
out
cut from
at all.
Viacom, they would have canceled his ass
Yes.
if they heard him say it.
No. I think he could have went somewhere else, and he would have not. Cause even Jewish people that I heard talk, it just, and this goes into his apology. Sometimes niggas don't be knowing, and they just be talking out of a fact because he was talking about Africa, was he not?
Yeah.
He was talking about the same thing you was talking about.
Yeah.
It wasn't supposed to go that deep. He was just saying we the original people.
Right.
Right? The same conversation that
He
got
said
the
we
nigga.
the original Jews, though. 'Cause
Right.
That
Yes.
shit in and of itself is controversial.
Right.
But that's a situation because being Jewish and Jews is two different things.
Like he was saying, we are not Jewish.
No,
Black
no.
folk, we Jews.
Let me. Okay,
Right.
so you know
That's
what?
real as
So
hell.
you know what that word means, right?
Jewish.
No, Jew. The
I know what it
Jew.
means as far as like biblically. Yes.
Tell me.
That was where God's chosen people.
There we go.
People,
That was he was saying. We was put the white. He was basically just trying to say
Yes.
white people thought they was doing. Some white people
Thought
argue.
y'all was wandering around the desert in the back.
So
Right.
that's what he was trying to argue.
Right.
That fact, you know, but that's not saying that I
Here
am
or there.
anti. Exactly.
Right.
It's like once he started talking, he just
Foot in the mouth.
exactly. He just kept shooting.
Right.
And it was like, nigga.
It's dead, bro. Stop. Like,
But I
he
think
could've
after the
left it, he could've
show.
left it. You were
But
right.
I
it's
think
the no. All I was gonna say because it's the person that he was talking to on there, very knowledgeable, like the person that he's talking to on there. You know, when you
Egging him
around
on.
somebody with a not really egging, but they got a certain energy and certain knowledge, the conversation may go deeper than you would someone else.
Do you know? Do you know who Professor Griffin? Do you know who Professor Griffin is? Right.
No,
The guy he was talking to.
no. I mean,
I'm
I
not
read like a
familiar
little
with that.
bit about his back.
Do you know that?
I'm not familiar with him.
Oh, I see why y'all are saying this. Y'all don't know who that is. He got kicked out of Public Enemy,
I
who's
heard
a
that.
known militant group.
Right.
Yeah,
For
Just like NWA.
95 for putting out
yeah,
anti-Jewish
right.
beliefs.
I heard that. Okay.
Same thing with NWA. Apparent, yeah. Same thing with NWA.
Well, it was different. They was talking about all of this is different. NWA was talking about Jerry Heller and how
Yes.
Jewish people
Take
have
advantage.
taken advantage of the rap culture. That's real.
Yeah.
That's not me being anti anything. That's real. Jewish community runs
Explaining that.
music.
Yes.
He was saying he hate Jews.
Oh.
I hate Jewish people.
Got you.
Not AR. That's what he was saying.
Right. Yeah.
So this nigga's on his show.
And then now you agreeing with
Is
okay.
that's
Okay,
what I'm
which
saying.
goes back to the point where you said people looking at Nick Cannon like, yo, why did you do that? You can't do that. You can't say that in a segment that can be chopped up
facts.
and taken out of
That's
context.
what I'm saying. He should have done that show on YouTube. He should have had that show. It was no point for that show to be on there. Like you're not.
You
on
saying a
YouTube.
different platform. I mean,
Overvote.
I'll let you have that. I disagree, but
They can be
I
able to
agree
take them
with
off,
you now.
but I'm saying at least you be able to. At least you'll be able to clean it up. You can't clean it up because they probably ain't even gonna release the rest of it.
I didn't even
On
know.
YouTube, you can't hide it. Like I can get the other part of the show. You can't find no other fucking part of the show.
yeah, that's true.
So they can release what they want to release.
That's crazy. I didn't know that that's who he was sitting down with. And that makes it 10 times worse.
I read.
That makes
I
it 10
remember.
times worse.
Yeah,
I'm
it
not
is.
going to
It's
lie.
fucking crazy.
Not saying that I wouldn't sit down with that man, but then you really have to watch your words because people are going to be like, oh, so you and him, same deals, huh?
Right.
Like, nigga, he clearly got canceled in the 90s. I'm like, oh, you 20 years
I
past,
got
dude,
kicked out of
nigga.
Public Enemy.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Flavor Flav.
That's saying
A
a lot.
militant group.
Crazy.
Like, I'm sorry, Nick.
That's another.
I
How do you get kicked out of a militant group for being too militant? What
Being
the fuck?
too
For being
militant.
too
That's crazy.
militant.
That's crazy. That's like getting kicked off a football team for playing ball too hard.
Right.
Like I don't.
Oh, which is possible now with the rules changed.
Damn it. I don't think it's hard to apologize. If you didn't mean to offend someone, you should apologize that they took it the wrong way, and I respect that.
Right, but Viacom wasn't having it.
Yeah, but even if they're not having it, that don't mean don't apologize.
Right,
And
and he
that's-
did. He did.
I hate that he did say what he said in that light. I really wish he would have said what he said in the reference of like, I don't think a lot of white people realize that in the movie Django, there's a funny scene where Leonardo DiCaprio alludes to black people actually being medically subservient to white
That's
people.
true.
Yeah.
There were
I like that you said it, Colin.
many medical records actually published in the early 1900s of black, no factual basis saying that propagating the belief that black people are medically subservient to
That's
white people.
true. Actually,
fucking
what's
crazy.
your guy name with the staff and
The staff.
or you know the medical what he's saying?
Oh, okay.
What's the guy name?
Fauci,
Is that his name?
the head over the CDC right now, like this.
No. Okay, you know the sign with the staff and the snakes?
Moses.
Oh,
No.
the medical sign. That's
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
that's
You know that's from the guy that you're talking about. But I'm trying to think about his name.
Oh, the racist doctor in the early 1900s.
Yeah.
But I don't know what his exact name was. I
Yeah,
know
but
he was
that's
pushing
where it
some
comes from.
racist
Oh, I didn't
shit.
know that.
He created that sign.
I always
And
thought that was
isn't-
so weird.
That is an occult ass sign.
Yeah,
bruh.
no, it is. I was researching. I'm
This
like,
was freaky. He used to do surgery on black women with
With
no
no
anesthesia.
anesthesia.
Because he believed that
They
black
couldn't feel
women,
pain.
which is true, black women, it is true.
can't feel
Higher
pain?
pain. No, higher
So
pain
black
threshold.
women,
have higher pain.
black women, if you put two black women in the room, well, black woman and a white woman, and they both is delivering a child, one would nearly reach death. The other one would just be in pain.
Right.
So black
The
women
black
are
woman
known
would just
for.
be in pain.
That's why they make fun of us for having so many kids.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know what I mean? It's not that painful. You know what I mean? This supposed to be the pain that God gets.
They're laughing at us
It's
for
pain, but
laughing
I'm
at us
saying-
for having kids, but they are infertile. Like a lot of them, their infertility rate is high.
Right, that's why
This is
adopting
like-
black babies. Yeah, I mean
So-
it's deep. Yeah, my only regret for Nick Cannon was that you did not own Wildin' Out when you made that statement, and now you have to go to court for it.
What? I mean,
I
it
say
was a
leave
good
it.
deal.
I say
Why
leave
you mad
it.
at that?
I say leave it.
What? Because
Leave it.
he owned it at one time and he lost ownership.
But the deal was dope.
But
I would say leave it. Leave Wildin' Out. It's,
I mean-
it
I
is
mean,
what
yeah,
it
you
is.
could come up with
He had
something
like
else.
17
Because
seasons.
because I mean, if you do like a club setting or if you start doing a stadium and one person want the name, but you just control everything else and you get to keep all your money, it almost seems like a good deal, especially if that's not your only venture.
I mean, it's just personal reasons for
Yeah,
me about
gotcha.
ownership.
But what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
but
if
it
you
does.
create B-Bass, D-Bass, and Danielle,
Mm-hmm.
and D-Bass start doing something dope, but then these are bringing in good money. Somebody said, hey, let me pay you, and I just own this part. And you like,
Nope.
cool, but I still get that money. You probably won't think about it like that, but I know I have made a decision like that before.
And see, and I think about I can
Equity,
because
niggas like, I'm not
licensing,
trying
it's
to
just
give out
like I will let you license it from me. I'm still gonna retain all the ownership, and you can pay me a fee for doing it.
But see how he was looking at it from what I read up on was he made more money than anybody ever made because basically this show he got 100% from it, right?
Yeah.
He didn't pay for it to be on MTV.
Right, he didn't pay for the production.
He didn't pay for nothing. He ran it around the world touring
Yeah,
and like a band.
right.
He keep everything. So he was looking at it like almost like you don't own the club, but I'll let you come and throw parties here anytime you want to. You
True.
keep
Literally
everything.
on the model like I do music.
Right.
Exactly.
Which
That's how he
is
viewed it. He didn't think it was gonna be this situation.
because he
Right.
had no exit strategy. He was thinking like a stripper.
Oh shit. God, that's how you bring it back.
Full circle.
I'm just saying. What's your exit strategy? That's what they teach us in business 101. Before you start a business, how you leave it.
I gotta leave it there, though. That was dope. That's how you bring it back. Hey man, about our
Fresh
first
air.
universe, man. First at ATL. D-Bass Danielle.
Yeah.
Exit strategy is gonna be the name of this episode. Have an exit strategy.
Yeah.
I hate when people make great points. Damn, I should have thought about that. I'm mad. All right, man. I don't know.
Yeah. Thanks for having us. Yeah,
Yes.
it was
I
dope.
see what you were going through.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta put the mic over the leg.
I'm glad that I talked loud. Yes,
Hey.
man. I'm glad that you guys coming, man. Cool
Yeah.
TV, man.
Pleasure to be
Cool
here.
TV.
Yes,
Yes.
man. First
Shout
episode,
out.
and I feel good. Is that a dog bone?
It looked like it.
This is Lil Pump Esketti.
Little gripper. All right, y'all.
We out.
Round up. It's hard to like greet people now. It's like, you
I know
see
everybody
somebody-
doing the elbows
I
and
don't
the
know
thing.
what to do.
I just do the head nod and stay over there.
I
sorry.
think that we need to come together and figure something out.
We started kicking people's shoes. Like
See,
both,
I
both
actually
of
like
y'all
that.
touch feet. Like,
Oh
what's
my
up?
god. Why can't you just stay over there and I wave?
That's the shit they were telling us in school. It was like, oh, we could do elbows or kick flip.
Mm.
Man, I was trying to get this guy on his washer and dryer today.
That was fun as hell, bro.
What?
Yeah.
That.
The show.
Man, you welcome to come back anytime. Do it.